and gentlemen, there you see it. Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the BrickYard 250. Gonna be an absolute barn burner here tonight. Speedway Boulevard is gonna be rocking, and right here, gonna be rocking on the Nazareth 360 Racing Network. Good evening, folks. I'm the redneck announcer, Jake Reeves. My good buddy Jim Cunningham alongside, co-commentating with me and always producing here on the Friday night series. Indianapolis is gonna be a fantastic race for the next round of the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series. Jim, buddy, how the hell are you here on this beautiful Friday evening in virtual Indiana?
I am doing wonderful. It's probably cold in virtual Indiana in real life, but not here on the at the Nazareth race. We have track temperatures of 109 degrees today. You know what that means? That means they're going to be slipping and sliding all over the place is what that means.
Yeah, absolutely. Down in the South, we call that a slick track in Pigeon Forge where you put baby powder on it at a go-kart track. That's how slick it's going to be out here. If you ain't never tried that, by all means, try it. It is fun as hell. It is fun. I'm telling you. We actually, real quick, just side note on that one, we actually was trying to get the guy up there at Pigeon Forge when we went up there. We was actually trying to get him to put the baby powder out there on the track. We were actually going to throw him $10, just say, just do it. Just it's a safety hazard. We can't do it. Just do it. Hell, we were going to bump it up to 20, and thankfully he took the $10 because I don't know if I'd have put 20 up or because the damn ticket price was high. Anyway, that's beside the point. I'm getting off track here. Indianapolis, though, Jim.
Wait a minute. Are we off the rails in the first minute of the broadcast?
It might have been. Yeah, we might be there. But Indianapolis, though, Jim, this place really doesn't need an introduction, but we could try to do that. I mean, this track, much like Daytona or even Charlotte or hell, even Talladega. I mean, this is one of the granddaddies of them all. Indianapolis Motor Speedways for the Indy 500, the BrickYard 400, you name it. This place is essentially one of the houses of speed.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, when it comes to American racing, there are two places that stand out far and above, and that's Daytona and Indianapolis. And that's, so the fact that I remember, when they first came here, I remember thinking, oh my God, NASCAR's going to Indianapolis, like that was the biggest thing ever, man. And that was just so incredible because, growing up, when I grew up, you couldn't watch the Indy 500 live on TV. You had to listen to it on the radio. And they didn't show it till the next weekend. They showed an edited down version of it, like an hour long. And, Indianapolis was just one of those places, And when NASCAR decided to come here, I remember being so excited because, it just kind of brought, like, American racing together, and it was so cool. And this place it's amazing, man. My son got to go there last summer. I wasn't able to go on that trip, and that's still, it pisses me off to this day. Let's just be honest. if I'm being honest, it just pisses me off. That's all there is to it. So, but we got a grid here. Let's put the grid up, and we'll get this thing rolling here. Well,
yeah, let's see where everybody's starting at. How about you out there starting on the pole here tonight? The 012 of Ethan Eckert. Pretty good little run for him. Let's see how it turns out for him, see if he can finish where he started. And Jordan Durasic, oh, baby, Jimmy D tried to come out here, get him yet another win here on the Concerns of Police Survivor Truck Series. Keith Haney, Ryan Johnson making up row number 2. The Bulldog, Adam Rooten, John Freeman back there, row number 3. Josh Rodriguez, Matt Sherry making up row number 4. Luke Smith coming at the front, comes so close to the win at Bristol this past Monday night with the DSR Electric Truck Series here on the Nazareth 360 Racing Network. Got knocked around a little bit. He ends up starting ninth here tonight with Brandon Schumann rolling off from P10. Trevor Asronaut, Ed Osborne will be rolling off 11th and 12th. Watch out for that right there. That little deal right there was, Asronaut and Luke Smith. Remember Dover last week? Just keep that in the back of your mind. They're right there pretty close to one another. Matthew Montgomery and Curtis Banks, 13th and 14th, with Dana Shepard, Chris Blanchard, and Adam Lichty, and James Beard back here for row number 9. And then row 10, VP Operations, Cody Knott, and Eric Zimmerman back there in row 10. Dylan Cardenas, Tristan Bruce. Wow, Bruce very low on the grid here tonight. Back there in row 11. MDW, Matthew David Wood, the youngster, rolling off from P23 with Mr. Sacco, Nick Sacco, rolling off from P24 here this evening. And we are not done yet, as Wesley Outlaw would say. Dustin Scruggs, David Flanagan, Matt Lee, last season's champ, Devin Painter, Isaac Bevan, Brian Chew, finished second Monday night with the DSR Electric Truck Series. Brandon Broadfoot, Huck Williamson, Raul Meza, Matthew Cummins, the 34 drivers ready to rock and roll here tonight. TJ Moore, the race director. And it's going to be a good one right here. Honestly, I really think that this is going to be a good one. Usually is. How everything's going to go tonight. Stage 1 going to continue under green. It will end at 25. No caution unless somehow or another we get a caution right around that lap. And, I mean, we'll get to that point if that happens. Stage 2 will have a caution. It will be at lap 45. They will go all the way to lap 100 to settle it here tonight at Indy. 4 sets of tires, 100% fuel capacity, no fast repairs, and unlimited tips at green, white, checkered right here in the afternoon. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be pretty wild, to say the least, Jim, especially with that stage 1 not having the caution to end it. When it's all said and done, Pace Truck looks like it's going to stick around for at least one more lap. And give us a minute, just got to give us a second right here to kind of catch your breath, at least for me anyway.
I mean, yeah, right. Well, we could add another 20 trucks on there if you don't feel like you've called enough already. We could get you another 20 on there so we'll extend out your grid. Wait a minute.
No, I'm good.
Never mind. I thought I saw something on one of them pit signs that I probably shouldn't have seen.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
I know you did.
That caught my eye, yeah. Never mind. Anyway, we'll move on from that.
I was wanting to explain it.
Well, go ahead.
Anybody out there watching right now, if anybody, I'm not going to tell you what it was. We'll just say if you watched the King of Talladega, if you watched the broadcasts for the week of Thanksgiving for the King of Talladega, you will have a damn good idea of what was on that pit board. And if you didn't, just back up about 15 seconds. You'll probably be able to see it. But if you didn't, yeah, absolutely shame on you. But if you didn't, just back up about 15, 20 seconds, you'll be able to see it.
This probably ain't going to mean anything to you. You're probably too young for this. But it'll be like back in the 1980s when your parents had a satellite dish and you were trying to pause it just at the time when the scrambled signal was clear enough that you could actually, see something.
Oh, my God. We're going to get fired. We're going to get fired. There ain't no way we're going to make it.
I've been fired from better jobs than this, I mean, come on.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. We'll see you later.
Hope you enjoy the new broadcast team next week.
Yeah, don't know who it's going to be, but I'll say this. I mean, regardless, whatever, I mean, it's like I said, the races that I've watched, I mean, I don't remember, I know Dale Earnhardt won the second one.
Yeah.
Jeff Gordon won the first one.
Yep.
But the ones that I remember was, Kevin Harvick, Bill Elliott winning, Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart.
Yeah.
Tony
Stewart
when he climbed
the fence. That was
the
epic.
fence, and they asked him about it. This is the one, this one's for all them fans up there. Take all the BS from everybody and everything. That is the stuff I remember from Indy. We're going to have another chapter into it tonight with the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series. BrickYard 250 is underway after Jurassic firing off into turn 1. We'll see who gets the advantage. Outside or inside, doesn't really look like anybody got an advantage. Yes, sir. Eckert down on the inside, he will fire off into turn 2 and work down the long, and I mean long, back straight away as they were looking 3 wide for 4th.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see. These trucks, this is a track that truly has 4 corners. We talk every week, we say into 2 and 3 and into 1 and 2. But 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 at most tracks are just one big continuous turn, really. This is not the case here. There is a straightaway between 1 and 2 and between 3 and 4. And my experience here in NASCAR vehicles has been that when you're coming off 1 and 3, your truck gets, or your whatever, car, truck, any one of them, they tend to want to push up the track and hit the wall in between, like there, right in between the two corners, and then coming off of 2 and 4. They want to get loose. That's been my experience around here. So you're really going to get a little bit of everything on every lap.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. One thing we're really going to have to watch out for tonight, not only with that, but going down these straightaways. We've seen it with the Indy cars, and odds are we're going to see it here tonight with the C.O.P.S Truck Series. We saw it in, next-gen cars, whatever. Is the draft.
Oh, yeah.
And it plays a huge factor on the back straightaways and on the front straightaways. Corners, not that much. Between 1 and 2, between 3 and 4, doesn't really play that much of a factor. Aside from the fact that maybe the dirty air might actually screw them up coming off of 3 and coming off of 1. That might be where you'll see that air or draft or whatever really cause fits for some of these drivers. That's something we'll have to watch out for this evening. But watch for drivers to start doing that little snaky draft. May see it. We're not seeing it that much right now, but watch for that snaky draft where guys trying to jump all the way down to the bottom, jump up, back up to the top to try to break that draft. That way, nobody behind them is able to use the draft to suck up to them and try to make the pass.
I'm glad you explained that because I didn't know what the hell you meant when you said the snaky draft. I was like, what is he talking about?
You ever seen a snake slither?
No, I get it now 100%. When you explained it, it's perfect explanation. But I did not exactly know what you were talking about there to start with. One of the things that Indy cars do here, which is interesting, and I don't know if it'll work in these trucks, but if you get two guys working together in an Indy car, when they hit that straightaway, the guy behind will pass the guy in front. And then he'll finish the pull down the straightaway. And then when they get to the back straight, they'll do it again. And it actually makes them even faster. And it really does work in the Indy cars, but I don't know if it would work in these vehicles or not. I've never tried it, but I do know it works in the Indy cars. So, if I'm sure that some of these guys have tried it, and if we see something like that tonight, then they obviously I'm sure some of these guys have tried it to see if it does work.
I would say so. I I would think that that's probably what they're going to be shooting for out of all that. So, they had a good amount of time to come out here, practice, put some laps down, all that good stuff. So, would not be surprised one bit if they had tried something like that. Eckert right now still leading about a half a second. Jordan Jurassic still sitting in second, started second, but drivers are moving through the field right here.
Oh, yeah.
Johnson, he's up a spot. Hady's down a spot. MDW up 11. Matt Lee, there you see him, Matt Lee, the biggest gainer right now, up 13 spots from where he started. Some drivers on a good climb, some of them on the back end.
Yeah, they're going the other way.
If you will.
There's
a couple of them.
I think that this is not a whole lot different than Daytona or Talladega in a sense that some of these guys probably don't want to run up there mid-pack because they're expecting that something will happen because this place is tough on tires and it's flat. These turns, I don't know what the banking is here, but it can't be more than about 12, 14 degrees, something like that. It's not very much at all, maybe even less than that, maybe like 8. So there could be some guys that just slid to the back, like, hey, I'll put mine in the last, 40 laps or something. I'm gonna just chill back here for now.
Once again, very good possibility. Very good possibility. The only trick is, I agree with you to that to a certain extent, which is, Talladega, you can ride at the back, you kind of sit back there, fiddle around, whatever. But you can't just sit there with 5 to go and say,
No.
I'm going. You can't do that.
No.
But I get what you're saying. Just kind of just ride, just take your time and just see what happens. You can use draft, kind of pick your way up through there, like MDW is doing. Wood on a hellacious tire right now, fixing to crack the top 10. and work his way around Trevor Astronaut, who's sitting in the 10th position. He was sitting in the 10th position. Now he's fixing to lose that spot to MDW up on the top side, and Astronaut goes around him. Watch for Astronaut. You see him behind him, and remember, with Luke Smith sitting up there at 8th, drivers running 8th and 11th. Remember, and Jim, we saw it last week. We talked to both drivers. We talked to Astronaut and Luke Smith. We talked to both drivers.
Yeah, we did.
And had their say on both of them. And Astronaut sat there and said, well, he wrecked me. Luke Smith said, well, he wrecked me. So, which is normal. I mean, that's how it is. So, watch for how it's going to be, because Astronaut said he was going to come after him if he ever got around him. Well, he's around him, but he ain't there yet, so I have to watch out for that when Astronaut gets around Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, I mean, tempers were hot. That's we'll see. I'll say this: if you come out here and you wreck the guy the week after you said you were going to wreck him because you were mad, well, I can't put it but one way: you're an idiot, because you're going to get penalized, probably DQ'd. If you're going to wreck him and you want to pay him back, you got to wait a month. Wait 4 or 5 weeks before everybody doesn't forget about that. And then I accidentally put him in the fence. You can't come out the next week and wreck the guy, because they're going to park you for sure and probably suspend you for a week or something, So we'll see.
You said he was an idiot?
Only if he does it. I'm on a roll already. That's all right.
I mean,
whoa! I thought he was going to slide up there. Look at him. I'll tell you what.
Hold on to that battle 19. Trying to hold on to it down on the inside of Keith Haiti. It's the battle for the 4th spot. John Freeman, we see some of you out there. Stephen the Menace wanting for John Freeman here tonight. So let's see what'll happen out of that one. Freeman right in behind him. There you see John Freeman latched right on the back end of that 19. Florida Cabinet Distributors Toyota.
Yeah.
Freeman kind of being quiet tonight. I mean, kind of one of those, much like the Bulldog, Adam Newton, some of these guys that's up here at the front, they're not laying at the back. They're not just riding around. These guys, they qualified here, and that's exactly where they're sitting at.
Again, I don't think we're seeing a lot of super aggressive racing right now. Obviously, like Wood is driving his way to the front like he does every week, and obviously we're missing some people this week. Some of our guys that like to push their way up to the front, but overall, I think right now guys are just kind of laying in their positions and letting this thing unfold. Maybe, going to get a feel of what these tires are going to do, man. Because we can't forget, I mentioned it earlier, and I'm gonna pull it up real quick right here. Look at that track temperature. It is 120 degrees. When these tires start to wear, these things are going to be slipping and sliding all over the place. No banking. These tires could end up being a hot mess out here at these temperatures, because they're getting cooked right now.
Yeah, speaking of cooked, I need to go get my steaks and put them out here on the racetrack, Jim.
You could
get myself
lined
up or get my pizza or whatever.
Sear them off real quick for sure. You definitely can reheat some cold pizza out there.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm all for that. Get you some Papa John's, line it up one way or another. There's John Freeman once again sitting in 6th. Luke Smith covered the Frog behind him. And believe it or not, who's behind him? Mackie David Wood. Who else at this point? I'm telling you, this old boy right here, look, I'm going to go on a little rant here, because everything's kind of calmed down for a second. So, we got beef. I'll go ahead and put this out there. There has been some people that have sent me messages saying, well, you must be an MDW fanboy. You must be a huge fan of Matthew David Wood. It's because you talk about him all the time. Okay, here's my beef with y'all. We have to, because he gives us something to talk about. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Jim. You want us to talk about you? Go out here and do something that won't make us talk about you.
Can't argue with
He's up
that.
16 spots. Matt Lee's up 16 spots. Wood trying to go after Adam Newton here in just a second. Freeman and Newton battling it up. Wood right behind him, could jump right by both of them.
He's
He'll be
going to
up
try
18
it
spots.
right here. Look at this.
I mean, yeah. So any of you out there that think I'm just all over MDW and I'm a fanboy and everything else, look, for one, and I'll state it publicly right here, what the man believes in, I believe in it. If you don't know, you ain't been around for a while. The other thing, he's good, and he's doing what he's got to do to make headlines. Wood going and getting sixth spot and going around John Freeman. So any of you out there that's got a problem with that, I got beef with you.
He's up 17 spots in 13 laps.
Yeah.
If that ain't something to talk about, I'm not sure what is. Matt Lee, too. Now, we have not really spoke a bunch about Matt Lee yet. He is up 16 spots right now, and he's flat flying himself. Another impressive run. These guys are really on the move. And the thing is, it's not like Wood started at the back of the pack. You know, he qualified, and he started in the 20s, whatever it was, I mean, it's not like he started 36th on the field and is up 16 spots,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like here, Matt Lee started 27th, and he's currently in 11th spot.
I mean, Matt Lee, obviously last season's champ.
Right.
And certainly picking up right where he left off, maybe a little bit later than what he possibly intended. But, Matt Lee is no slouch. With Catch Fence Motorsports, that 04 has been fast. He's fast everywhere we go. And that's not shying away from the fact. Jim, I will say this. There was an update, and I don't race much anymore, obviously.
Right.
But there was an update earlier this week.
Yes.
And I talked to some of the drivers. I talked to Adam Newton, briefly earlier on. And he said that this tire wear model is absolutely horrendous. He hates his tire wear model, and it is going to play a big factor into the race here tonight. Do you have any info, I guess, a little bit better info than what I may know about that?
I don't. To be honest, I did not know that they made any changes to the NASCAR tire models. That's the first I've heard of that. I know they changed some of the road racing tire models, the GT3s specifically, but I was unaware, and some other road racing type cars, they changed the tire model on. I was unaware that they did that on the NASCAR stuff, so that is news to me as well.
You see the Bulldog Adam Newton up on the top side. Wood trying to go after him. Wood backs away. Didn't want to clean him out right there off of turn one. We talked about that a while ago, Jim, with how you can get tight, you can get loose. I always got tight coming off of one and coming off of two. It's damn, they looking three wide back there around the Raul Meza area there for a split second, at least for the time. But I'm sure they probably straightened it back out. But, coming off this corner right here, always, for some reason or other, off of three, off of one. 4 and 2 never really had a big problem, but it was, for some reason or other, it was that damn transition that always screwed me up.
4-2, for me, the truck always got light. On 1 and 3, you always get tight. It pushes you straight out to that wall, and if you're not careful, if you don't hit if you don't turn in properly there and catch that apex correctly, you almost got to lift to keep it off the wall, especially later in a tire run. That's what makes this place so challenging. Is that it legitimately has 4 different corners. Like I said, most of the tracks we got a problem. So I saw somebody dropping down. Oh, that might have been a blinking issue because nothing happened. Yeah, that was probably somebody blinking. This is truly four turns, and the car handles different coming off 1 and 2 than it does off 3 and 4. Like I said, mine always pushed like a truck coming off of 1 and 3. That's where I get myself in trouble. and it starts wanting to push up to the wall. And like we've talked about many times, I hate driving a car that's pushing. So that to me is just, I hate it. Now coming off 4 and 2, it doesn't bother me too much because it's loose.
I'll say this: anybody that ever thought that this place was easy, they have lost their minds. Look at Lee right here diving down. Big shot right here going after Cardenas, but Cardenas able to use that draft. What I was talking about earlier, Jim, that draft is a big key factor on these long straightaways, on the back stretch and on the front stretch. You don't see it that much, like I said, right here in the turns, unless that dirty air might shove them right up to the wall, or right here in these short stretches. But, I mean, you really see it on that. As now you see Matt Lee trying to get up on the outside. He's able to get the draft and go by Josh Rodriguez. Rodriguez took a shot to the inside, not able to do it. That draft was able to work out, and it's going to screw Rodriguez because Astronaut's going to go by him and get the 12th spot.
Yeah, well, these are huge vehicles compared to sleek, Indy-type cars. These are huge, and they punch a massive hole in the air. So, it's going to suck the guy along behind you. There's just nothing you can do about it. It's, that's just the nature of these vehicles. But also, like you said, these things cast some nasty, dirty air, too. So when you go through those turns, if you'll notice a lot of these guys will get right out, like right there. Doesn't intend to try to pass. Well, he is going to probably pass down this little straightaway here. But, they want to get their nose out from behind the guy so that they can get clean air on the truck. Because if they don't they are going to push up into the wall like you talked about. Oh, they're wrecking. They're wrecking. How did they not? Oh, come on, camera.
Trevor Asroth in the 89. Something I missed on the 89. Something happened.
Well, they were wrecking right there. They absolutely were wrecking. Here, I'm going to jump back.
And caution is out.
I don't normally do this, but there we go. Let's see. Look, see how I saw that, and then the camera went behind the building, and I didn't get to see it all, but. Yep, that's what happened.
Maybe if we can get another look at that one right there, maybe riding on board would say Trevor Asronoff, the driver that kind of got that little bit of issue. Let's see what happened right here because Luke Smith was in that area. I know it's going to sound stupid, but let's see. Let's just see now. Let's just see, Jim. Let's see kind of what happened coming off turn 4. Let's see what's the deal is here.
So. Here, let's do it this way. Oh, this is before it happened, or after it happened. Let me square this up here. Go back. It's not.
Yeah, because I'm interested if there's beef here.
I know you are, and so am I. You know I am. So. I hate this way this thing does this. I'm gonna have to find it in the. It's not cooperating at all. I don't want to do it this way, but I'm going to have to.
It said Dylan Cardenas was the caution from what Tristan Bruce is saying out there in the chat. So,
well, the problem is that it never showed an incident for it at all. It just showed that the caution came out. So I'm trying to find something where they were mentioned. So who is that behind him right there? Can you tell?
Possibly Josh Rodriguez, but it happened up in front of him. There's Cardenas going sideways right there. Luke Smith got involved. Matt Lee, others involved.
Well, that was a nice job of him sliding by, huh?
Mm-hmm. Astronaut just trying to hold on to it. 9 wasted Sunday. Able to hold on to it because, we talked about these track temperatures with these tires and everything else, Jim. Even on the straightaway, here we go right here. There's Cardenas right here. Getting a little bit too much side draft right there on Luke Smith.
Pulled in.
Just kind of pulls it in right there and just incidental contact. Smith goes up, hits the wall. Matt Lee's right there. Lee trying to dodge it, trying to miss. He ends up getting Cardenas sideways. And Astronaut tries to come through, and Lee almost ends up cleaning out Astronaut. Rodriguez just shoots right through the middle and blows right by all 3 of them.
That was a great job of missing that. All right. So we had a few guys pit there. I say a few. Everybody from 10th on down pitted. Looks like most of them maybe took 2 tires. Or actually maybe even took that's tight for 4 tires. What do you think? You see those pit stop times. You think that's some of them took 4 there?
It was a 4. I think those some of them, yeah. Well,
there's none over 16 seconds. So, well, none that aren't repairs or something.
You got a couple probably took 4. Some might have took 2. Some might have did this. Some might have did that. But we'll see.
What's interesting is Azarnoff didn't pit. He
didn't pit. Eckert, Wood, all these guys didn't pit because they want to try to get that stage points.
Yeah.
Granted, we're going to 25, so we still got a couple laps, so they did not want to give up stage points right here.
Right. Well, and that's valuable, but now you're going to have, now you're going to have a situation. We're not going caution on this stage, so.
How bad do you want the points? That's the main thing. Here tonight at Indy, they're doubling up, getting ready for a restart. We're going to take a quick commercial break, go side by side, let you hear from some of our sponsors because it's going to take them a minute to get back around to the restart box. We're back at Indy after this. Back here at Indianapolis, Ethan Eckert, MDW, Matthew David Wood, John Freeman, Matt Cherry, Trevor Astronaut, the top 5. They stayed out. David Flanagan up there with them. Dustin Scruggs, Matthew Montgomery, and Brian Chew, and Eric Zimmerman. All these drivers up here in the top 10, they stayed out. Everybody else behind them got tires and gas. That's Durasic, Newton, Johnson, Schumann, and Haney, the first 5 that went down pit road. And this is going to be a straight-up shootout, to say the least, for those stage points. Remember, we're going to lap 25. That's at the end of lap 25. There will not be a caution, and we're going to pay out some stage points. So these guys up there in the top 10 really wanting those stage points very, very, very bad. And playoff points, if you can get the stage win. Pace truck is off. Eckert, Wood, side by side. They hit the restart zone. And folks, I'm going to crank it up for you here tonight on a Friday night here at Indy.
Oh, there's a big wreck. Big wreck.
Maybe we won't. We had a wreck.
We'll save that
Somebody
for the next
spun the tires on that one right there. I think it might have been Eric Zimmerman in the 94, way down the list, all the way down to 30th. Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog, looked like Johnson, Bevan, all these guys, some of them might have got mixed up. But Eric Zimmerman, one of them, that was up there in that top 10, did not pit, spun the tires, had to have on the starter, might have just, somebody behind him might have tried to jump it and tag him. Okay. We get an idea what happened to the 94.
So this is, let's see what happened here. This is going to be a hot, we need to look at this chopper.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well, That's all those guys that took tires. Look up ahead, though. It even got more chaos. Look at this.
Damn.
That's a parking lot. That looks like a Houston freeway at 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well, that would work. I mean, I was going to say 75-85 split in downtown Atlanta, and that's
that's about the same.
24/7.
That's about the same, yeah.
Well, yeah, but ours is 24/7. I don't know about yours. There you see it right there, the tag behind that sent Zimmerman into the wall, and then after that, they all got sideways and squirrely up there in front of them. And it was game over from there. And then once again, the track blocker you was talking about,
Sheesh.
basically just holding everybody up.
That is crazy. Yeah, so let's see who didn't get involved in that. That's the thing. Where did it cut off at? Well, there goes your stage. So
Yeah, that pretty much does it on the stage.
Wait a minute, why are they pitting? Why are they pitting?
Well, some of these guys up here at the front, they did not pit.
Yeah, but they're not going to get the stage points.
No, they're not.
But they stayed out for the stage points, and then they pit. Sometimes I just don't understand. I get confused.
Do we have beef?
No, I mean, why would you stay out? Why would you stay out and then pit there? If you stayed out, just stay out, get your stage points, then pit before they go back green. You're going to be towards the back of the pack, but you're going to be towards the back of the pack at some point anyway because you didn't pit. I mean,
and they probably said screw it at that point. They probably tried something and it didn't work. But I will say this, though, Jim, we've seen it 9 times out of 10 at Pocono and even at Indy a couple of times that fuel strategy comes into a big factor.
Sure.
At these big tracks like Pocono and Indy. So maybe there's a little bit on that. But remember, it's got to be at the end of 25.
Right. So
the end of this lap.
Right. So we still haven't paid out stage points yet.
Well, we pretty much know who the stage winner's going to be unless Ethan Eckert decides to jump down pit road.
Right.
If he does, then, then it'll go to Freeman, or if Freeman pits or however that works out. So the big winner out of this is some of these guys that did pit.
Yes.
Like Newton and Shepard and Adam Lichty and Dylan Cardenas and Matt Lee. Those drivers that pitted that past time around before the caution come out, they slid up from 6th to 10th, all 5 of them, and they're going to get stage points out of this. So that is a big win for those guys. And we will see if Ethan Eckert decides to come down pit road or if he elects to stay out.
Not gonna pit.
He's thinking, he's going to stay out. So Ethan Eckert will come to the line under caution and win stage number 1.
All right, well, let's take another commercial break here, and then we'll come back and talk about this.
All right, let's do it. We'll be back here in Indy.
Starbase 1552 Comics. We sell everything a collector would want. Comics, Funkos, action figures, and so many more. A real American comic book shop. We are online only. Starbase 1552 Comics. Find us on eBay Auctions.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Stage winner real quick. We're back here at Indianapolis real quick, very quick. Bring up stage 1 winner, Ethan Eckert. Ethan, buddy, I know you coming to the green, but congratulations on stage 1 win. Tell us how that truck's feeling out there.
Truck feels pretty good. I mean, just tried to keep it clean, and I mean, I think I have the speed to win this thing, even though I've never even ran here before. But yeah, I think I figured it out. I know what I have to do, and hopefully I can just keep the wheels on this thing.
All righty, Ethan Eckert, buddy, congratulations on stage 1. Good luck the rest of the race.
Thank you.
Ethan Eckert for Jack Shack Racing winning stage number 1, and now we are going into stage 2. Presented by the Glass Mechanic. Will we get a clean restart this time around?
Let's crank it up.
That way. It doesn't look like anything's crazy. We're going to crank it up this time and see if it works out for you folks.
Big wreck.
Almighty, big wreck right there coming off of turn number 1. Somebody might have got tight. And then after that, it was a tight hole for some of them to slide through, and some wasn't able to do it. The big one strikes here tonight at Indy, Jim.
Yeah, we might want to give up on that crank it up thing. It ain't worked out so well so far. I'm not going to take commentator curse for that, but, well, you know, he was involved in that.
What happened? Good Lord. Somebody got tight. Somebody had to push up.
Oh, man. Oh!
Right in front of them. Adam Newton going around, a couple of others going around. Like John Freeman, one of them that got involved. Dylan Cardenas. Maybe Trevor Azranoff right there stuck in the middle of it as well. It happened right in front of the Bulldog.
Oh, look at this.
On its side.
Who is that? Is that Raul Meza? No, huh?
No, I don't believe it was Raul.
It was wow. Another green car, though. All right, let's see. Well, I'm trying to see where it. Let's see. Oh, okay. So that's Freeman on his roof, huh? No. There's Freeman there.
Maybe Adam Lichty?
Is it? Let's see. Yeah, oh, maybe. Oh, yeah. There. Yeah, that's who it is.
Adam Lichty on his side.
All right, let's go. We're gonna go this way. We're
gonna ride on board with him. I can see
it's coming for sure.
I'm sure it is. Look, hard on the outside of the wall got tight. Freeman did. And then Adam Lichty, just an innocent bystander along for the ride. Looking like a Martin Truex Jr. from Richmond, if you will, riding the wall up on the side right there.
I remember that.
All us Truex fans knows about that.
Okay,
I don't know about that. Those Truex fans hated that. But
well,
anyway.
no, yes. It's kind of like I hate it for Adam here, but you can go ahead and issue the warning now if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your ex-wives for all that matter. If you're sitting right there watching it with your wife and your ex-wife, God help you if you are.
Well, that would
be
horrible. What?
That would be, I'm not even going to go there, but hide them all because this is going to be a ride. Just listen to the impact, folks. And that's a helpless feeling like that, Jim. I mean, just sitting there like that.
And then he just sits there like he can't do anything. He's got to hit the tow button and wait for the truck to come get him. He's just stuck sitting there like that. We need the ambulance to roll out on the track, and like start to excavate them out of the vehicle and stuff. That would be awesome. All right.
Yeah.
That was
Ambulance, tow truck, whole 9 yards.
Yeah, we need it all, The safety workers coming out there and cutting the roof off.
It's 2025. Come on now. It's 2025. We can get some expert technology or something getting it going with this.
Oh, man. All right. So is everybody pitting here? No, not at all. Okay. So we've got, let's see. Well, you got all those guys that were involved in some of those previous wrecks are back in there getting more work done. I guess they're, like Jurassic's in there working on his and, or was anyway. There's several of them in there. Kermit from the last incident, I think. And then a bunch from this one as well. Golly, look how many cars we have that are not on the track currently that are getting some sort of repairs done. Gee whiz.
Kind of like a junkyard big one right there that just happened. More or less a Talladega big one, if you will. We've had 2 of those here this evening. One was on a restart and one coming off turn 1. Put us under the caution. Once again, here tonight for the BrickYard 250 at Indianapolis. Matt Lee is your race leader, up 26 spots. Dana Shepard behind him. Bruce, Bevan, and Cherry the top 5.
Where's Cody? Let's pull Cody up here real quick and let me ask him that question, please.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
I'm going to get fired right here. So if it's going to happen, let's do it right now.
Let's see if we can find old Cody Knott. Obviously down there with Nighthawk Racing. Go ahead, Jim. You got a question for Cody.
Cody, Jim Cunningham up here in the booth. So I've got an administrative question for you. All right. For example, back on lap 24 or 23, the caution came out. And are the stage points paid when the caution comes out, or are they paid at the end of the lap that it's supposed to be paid on? Even, so you know what I'm saying?
So here at NASCAR, we do the completion of the lap no matter what, even if that includes a caution.
Okay.
So if you come across the line before anybody else, then cool, you get your stage points. But if you pit and the other group that doesn't pit cycles through, those ones are granted with the stage points.
All right. Well, that explains it then, because there were some guys who stayed out, then that caution came out, then they pitted, and they ended up forfeiting their stage points. And I was like, maybe we're wrong, because that's what we've been saying. And I was like, maybe we're wrong. Maybe they know better than us. So I wanted to ask. So, okay, that clears it up. That's
it's pretty much the same thing, almost as like NASCAR does.
Yeah.
If the stage ends under caution, you can sacrifice your points by going down pit road, or you can sacrifice your race position later on by gaining those points, but you may not be on the same tire strategy and field strategy as everybody else.
Right. Okay, that's exactly what we needed. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Don't fire me for this.
No, you're good.
Told you.
I mean, that only proves my point as to, I don't understand again. Why would you stay out and then 2 laps later pit and sacrifice the points? I don't get it. I just, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. Just saying. I could be the dull. I could be the dull hoe. You know what I'm saying? You get it? The dull hoe.
Okay. Anyway, they're doubling it up.
Come on, that was a good one.
Gotta love him. Jim Cunningham. Got to give him. Everybody give him a clap. There you go. Doubling up. I thought they were doubling up. I thought we were going back green right here, Jim. But looks like they're going to stay out an extra lap right here.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm confused. I don't know what happened there because the lights were off. That's why I rushed to get Cody back out of here. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm just confused by that. I just, again, if you were willing to stay out 2 laps or 3 laps before, why would you not go ahead and stay out, get them under caution? Then you could pit. If you so choose to, you're just going to be, at the back of the lead lap cars. But you get the best of both worlds. You get the points and you get back on the same tire strategy as everyone else. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, there's probably plenty of people out there sharper than me. There's a reason I'm sitting up here and not down there in one of those trucks.
Oh, me. Certainly a good one to hear tonight. I think we're going to be shaped up for when does everything get straightened out one way or another. Matt Lee, David Shepard, Tristan Bruce, Isaac Bevan,
You
Nick
should have me on
Sacco,
the
the top
podcast.
5. You?
Yeah, you should bring me on the podcast. I've got opinions.
If I ever get an episode, if I ever get time to do one, we'll get you lined up, whatever that happens. Real quick, I know everybody's been asking, when's the next episode? When's the next episode? When's the next episode? Look,
He's got a 5-month-old baby.
I got a 5-month-old baby, and I'm calling 5 races a week. I ain't got time,
Hey,
y'all.
you can do
I'm
the next
trying to
one on
work on it.
changing diapers. It's a progression. The progression
yeah.
of your life.
I've got beef, some of the stuff that happened today, but I can't really. I mean, hey, it's 5 months old. I can't really say much. Green flags in the air. We're back in the air, Indy. Matt Lee down on the inside. Fantastic jump with his Catch Fast Motorsports teammate, Tristan Bruce, lined up right behind him. Data Shepard tried to get some ground back, try to jump to the inside. Matt Cherry, Nick Sacco, top 5 as they start to fan out from 1 and 2.
Yeah, let's see if we can get us a few green flag laps in now. We're definitely not going to try that crank it up thing again. Not for a while, anyway. Whoa, where's he going? He just swung it down to the bottom. He's going to make it 4 wide down the back straight there.
Damn near almost made it work back there in the back, trying to look 4 wide. Bruce took the lead, went around his teammate.
Oh, you know who that was?
That
was MDW back there.
I'm not surprised.
Taking it 4 wide. Of course he did. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. No wonder we're having mid-pack stuff going on. Get back up here to the front.
It's Matt Cherry holding on to 3rd. Not anymore. Nick Sacco slides right by him.
Golly.
Johnson's going to go by Cherry as well. Cherry almost ended up hitting the wall. Tidy Horse slides right by. Data Shepard right in behind Cherry now. That'll be the battle for 5th when Shepard gets to him. Tidy Horse Ryan Johnson. Johnson's got the fastest lap of the race at a 54.648.
Does he?
There's a couple of them that's come close to him, but fastest lap has been set by the Tidy Horse here tonight. And that number 38 Toyota, pretty strong right here. There you see right here with the fastest 5 laps.
No, this is,
the fastest, 5 best laps. There you go. So there's your fastest laps. Wood not too far in that range right there, but Sacco beat him out that time. New quick time, Nick Sacco with the fastest lap of the race, 54.5. Here tonight, and Sacco is coming to the house, boys. He is trying to go for the lead. Right up on the tailgate of Tristan Bruce, went around Johnson, went around Lee. He's trying to get on TV on the backstretch.
Wow, man. He's got him lit up right now. He's using that draft perfectly. Well, listen to him get out of the throttle there. You can really hear it. Yeah, you ain't holding these cars wide open around here for sure.
And Jim, I've talked about it numerous times about cracking eggs on that pedal. You don't want to crack the egg up under the pedal. This would be, in my opinion, Jim, correct me if I'm wrong, but this would be the one track where you would not want to crack that egg coming off the corner, because you can easily, as close as these guys get the wall. Look how Sacco very, very close to that outside wall. Bruce as well, right in front of him. I mean, you do not want to crack that egg, because you crack the egg too much, you will easily slide up and get up into the wall. And if you've got time to get out of the gas, it kills the momentum, because this is one of those momentum tracks. You've got to have the momentum, the rhythm. We talked about it. All 4 corners are completely different. How they drive, how you get into the corner, the whole 9 yards. All 4 corners is different, and you gotta process that. You can't crack the egg coming off the corner, because you will easily T-bone that wall coming off of one of these 4 corners.
Well, I'll tell you what's interesting right there. Okay, so you see he never gets back full throttle in between the two turns. He barely touches the throttle at all going in between 1 and 2 there. And then he's still not back full throttle. He's saving gas. He is saving gas right now. He almost never got that truck back to full throttle. Look, he's coasting through here. He's not jamming the throttle back down. He's still coasting. He still hadn't put the throttle down. Now he's still coasting through here. You can see his throttle get over here. He's still not back on the throttle fully. Yeah, he's saving a little fuel right there. And he's still sucked up behind him. He's not trying to pass him yet. Now he's...
Sure.
Yeah, no, look, he's not. Look, he never got back to full throttle there. He never put that thing all the way down. His intention was never to go around him there.
Jim, do you think maybe? I mean, I could probably see it on the straightaways, but do you think maybe? And I'm just playing devil's advocate here, but going through 1 and 2, in the middle of 1 and 2, and in the middle of 3 and 4, is Sarko down to the bottom of the racetrack?
He dropped out of that. He didn't. I don't.
Pulls down, lets Tidy Horse Rod Johnson go by. But back to my question, do you think maybe he's half throttling it a little bit through the middle of 1 and 2 and through the middle of 3 and 4, maybe because of, not wanting to fire it down too hard to where
no, absolutely.
He's able to get through the corner and everything else? You think maybe it's just a rhythm deal of it too?
Oh, no. No, definitely between 1 and 2. He's definitely, yes. You could use a little throttle in there if you wanted to get the fastest lap you could. But he's definitely just modulating that throttle just to get through both those turns cleanly without, upsetting the truck. Because if you get back on the throttle there, you're gonna take weight off of the nose of the truck because, as you push the throttle, all the weight kind of goes back in the truck, which is going to make the front end want to push, which it already pushes through there. So leaving it off the throttle is going to allow it to turn in better when you're going into either 3 or, into 4 or into 2. Ooh, somebody just scuffed the wall back there. Who was that?
Caution. Josh Rodriguez in the 1.
Yep, there it is. I think that was a solo incident, I believe. Let's see.
Racing with David Flanagan right here. They make contact.
No, it was not a solo incident. Wow, okay.
Rodriguez made contact with Flanagan. Looked like he came back up. Was not pleased with a 31. And then after that, basically hooked himself into the outside retaining wall. Brings out yet again another Serve Pro caution. Thank you to Serve Pro for the sponsorships on the cautions. And this is a Pulse Poppers instant replay. Thank you very much to Pulse Poppers. And you see it right there. Rodriguez might not be happy with Flanagan coming down and getting into him, and then Rodriguez showed his displeasure trying to come up and let him know he wasn't happy about it. And he ends up hooking himself out of all that. Watch what happens right here. A little bit of a side draft. We saw it for a split second. Looked like it was a little bit of side draft to come up, got up into him, and then after that, like Flanagan got into him. But whoa, hang on a minute. Hold up. Have we got beef?
Clearly. He drove up there to send a message for sure.
Beef. Wow. Rodriguez letting Flanagan know he ain't happy about it, but I gotta be honest with you, I think Rodriguez did it to himself. We may have to check it out one more time, but I really think he done it to himself, honestly, Jim.
Yeah, I want to go back. Oh, they were racing hard before that here. Let's see. All right, I'm going to go all the way back to here. Let's see.
Let's see what we got right here. There's Flanagan. Rodriguez chums down, tries to put the block on him. Let's see what happens right here. They make contact. Rodriguez trying to side draft him. He ends up getting him right there. Oh, Flanagan come down and hooked him. Rodriguez didn't hook himself. Flanagan got him and sent him around. Rodriguez tried to pull the side draft, ended up getting into him a little bit. Flanagan gets up into the wall, comes down, and right rear hooks him up into the fence.
All right, one more.
That is what Rodriguez was upset about. Watch it again. Rodriguez comes up, tries to pull the side drift, the door bang a little bit. He gets into Flanagan, and then Flanagan just hooks it hard left and comes down and right rear hooks it.
Flanagan hit the wall, though. Flanagan bounced off the wall, if you watch. Let me see here. One more time.
One more time.
I'm going to slow it down here, and I'm going to try to find, where is that daggum chase cam? I hate using it. No, let's see, rear chase.
All
right, watch Flanagan here. After this contact, they right here, and then Flanagan ends up going up and bumping the wall after this. See, he hits the wall right there, and he tries to jerk it off the wall, and that's when he hooked him. See, when he got tapped in the rear, he went up and hit the wall. And, of course, you know how your car wants to stick to the wall, you know, so he pulled it off the wall. And when he did, that's when he came around and hooked him. I would, you know, I don't know. I mean, did you see what I saw? You're not saying anything, so I'm not sure you're agreeing with me or not. But
well, there's good possibility. I mean, only one person
whenever
knows.
you say it's a good possibility, that means it's...
Well, I mean, you don't know. I mean, the only person that would know 100% would be David Flanagan out of the whole deal. And Flanagan, you know, but, you know, Flanagan may tell us, Flanagan may not. He may sit there and say, well, yeah, I did it. But then again, he may not.
No, he ain't going to do that.
You don't know.
If he, I don't think
you don't know.
I don't think he would tell us that myself, but he might.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't want to sit there and say that you intentionally hooked somebody. You ain't going to say that live on air. You wouldn't want to do that. Honestly, I mean, it could have went either way, really. I mean, you look at it, I mean,
you know what?
Rodriguez comes up, tries to side draft. It is what it is. I mean, it could have been could have been either way.
Is the lights out yet?
Yeah.
How much time do I have? Where are we at?
Turn 2.
I just thought of something. Let me see something real quick.
Let's see what you got.
No, that's not the one I want. That's the one I want. Okay.
Okay.
You know, I'm slow. I'm not like your boy Dean. All right. All right, here you go. This is going to tell us whether Flanagan hit the wall or not.
Good point.
He definitely hit the wall. 100%.
Well, then you got me then.
100%, because you can see the wall disappear because the camera went inside the wall. Right there. You see, watch. See how the wall's gone right now? And you see the sparks right there? Yeah, he's in the wall right there. So he definitely hit the wall.
I mean, even still, I mean, you know, it was entertainment.
Well, I'm not. Look, you know, I call it like it is. You know me. God knows how controversial I can be. You know, but I also call it that way if it's the other way too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, you know, hey, I mean, sometimes you see something in the moment, and then you know, hey, we screwed up. It is what it is. We ain't perfect like some people think we are out there on the live chat. So we'll just go with it. Green flag back in there. Tristan Bruce, Ryan Johnson up on the front row, 44-45. Looking like it's going to be 2 to go right here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it's going to look like, because 45 is at the end of the stage. So we'll see how this ends up working out. If Bruce got the lead, can he hang on to it? They got to come back around, get to the end of 45. So they're going to come around and be one more lap to go here in stage 2 presented by the Glass Mechanic.
Uh-oh, we got a wreck. Somebody's plowing down the field. No, where'd they go?
He disappeared.
That was a blinky issue, I guess, because clearly that didn't happen. But, oh, no, there's a caution. There it is.
And that'll pretty much settle it for stage 2, presented by the Glass Mechanic. Tristan Bruce will win it.
Well, let's see. Because, all right. So if they can't pit here. The pits will be closed this time around, probably. So let's see if we can see what happened here. That's probably not the one we want.
There it is. Justin Scruggs in the 11 going around.
Something happened because his fender was hanging off. So that wasn't just him spinning. Because if you look, his fender was hanging off. So something happened. Somebody got into him. Oh, there it is. Huh?
Oh, wow.
Did he get side? Was that a side swipe situation?
I'm not going to say.
I mean, I'm not trying to stir it up or nothing, but
it was beef or something. I thought there was beef at one point or whatever, but I ain't going to do it.
He got clocked there by, I don't know who that was.
There might have been some handling issues out of the 11 one way or another.
Do we want to find out who that was?
I mean, we can try. Let's see what we got here.
Well, if I slow play it, we probably can figure it out. Oh, he turned down. Look. Did you see how he turned down right there?
Mm-hmm.
You're just waiting, aren't you? Well, I don't know who that is. Maybe I don't. But I don't know. Scruggs clearly, his wheel turned down pretty hard there. So he might have had some. Thing might have got loose on him coming off the turn or something, and he was trying to correct it and snapped around or something. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we bring him on up here as we're getting ready for a restart here in a minute. We'll talk to Dustin Scruggs, see kind of what happened, and then we'll talk to Tristan Bruce, who is your Stage 2 winner presented by the Glass Mechanic. Real quick, Dustin Scruggs, buddy. Jake Reeves, Redneck Announcer up here in the booth. Dustin, how you? Well, I was going to ask how you doing, but obviously you're not doing too good. What happened out there, bud?
I don't know. I'm looking at my event viewer on Windows. Looks like Elgato audio crashed or something and froze my computer, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
It just went to Windows lock screen on me. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah, we were trying to figure it out. It looked like all of a sudden your wheel kind of turned to the left there, but that's what happens when you lose a signal like that. So that's possible. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems every week this computer has some kind of issue. I mean, it literally couldn't be any nicer. I don't know what to do about it.
I hate that too.
They're not getting any cheaper. I will say
that. They definitely are not getting any cheaper. I hate that. I hate any kind of technical issues. You know, if you wreck or you get wrecked or whatever, that's part of racing. But if your computer or you lose a signal or something like that, I mean, I just hate that. Yeah, it's just. I need to probably get off this camera right here. That's probably not the best one.
Dustin, are you going to be able to get back out there, bud?
Am I? I don't know. I don't know if I would even care to at this point, but. But yeah, we'll see. I just need to figure out what's going on with the computer and get it somehow get it fixed. I just don't know. So.
Well, good luck. Good luck with that, buddy. And you might look into just maybe trying to find some YouTube videos out there about optimizing when you're running iRacing and stuff. There's a lot of really good videos out there that'll have you shut certain things down that maybe could be causing you an issue. I had a similar problem and had to do that. So just do some searching for that. Maybe that'll help you out.
Yep, 10-4.
All right, buddy. Good luck next week.
Dustin Scruggs.
Thank you.
There's Dustin Scruggs. Send him on back down there. Boy, these computers, boy, I'm telling you, sometimes they are sometimes they're a pain in the tail, but.
Yes. Do we have time
here
or
we go. Yeah, absolutely. I believe we've got plenty of time to be able to make this happen right here. Matthew Cummins, all these other drivers going down pit road, coming out of pit road and all that good stuff. So we'll see what we got right here. Bring up our good buddy, Tristan Bruce. Tristan, buddy. Stage 2 winner presented by the Glass Mechanic, buddy. Congratulations. How's the truck feeling?
Yeah, thanks, man. Truck's real good. Just off of Strat right now than the rest of the field pretty much, because when that parking lot happened on the front stretch, I was the last car to make it out of it, and I got sandwiched between Tiny Horse and the wall, so I thought I had damage. Came down pit road, forgot to uncheck my tires, took a set, and had 0 damage, so did all that for nothing, but that got me a stage win. But yeah, I really don't know how the rest of this race is going to shake up. Being I didn't pit there, so I still got 2 sets left, and so does everyone else. But my tires are, I'd say, about 15 laps older than most. So no, truck's real good. We'll just see how this plays out.
Is it getting pretty slick out there with these track temperatures
I mean,
we're seeing?
Yeah, after on a long run, the back end wants to kick out off exit, but when you're running behind someone, it is super, super tight, and the front end just pushes to the wall.
Sure, yeah.
Well, buddy.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, buddy, good luck with the rest of the race. Congratulations on stage 2. Win presented by the Glass Mechanic, Tristan Bruce.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, all I was going to say there is
that they're getting ready for a restart, and they turned the damn pipe. No, they turned it back off. Here we go. Stage number 3. This one's for all the marbles. Tristan Bruce going to lead us to the green flag with Brandon Broadfoot to the outside up 29 spots. Flanagan's up 23. Matt Cherry and Matt Lee. Curtis Banks, all of them hitting the line. We are in the final stage. The BrickYard 250 here tonight at Indianapolis, and Tristan Bruce on the old tires trying to make something happen. Flanagan, Broadfoot, Cherry, Lee giving chase.
I'm not going to call this what it is. We'll just talk over it this time. But we're just going to stay on these steady cams for a while.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, we'll just call them the steady cams. No, it's a great angle either way. I love this this shot. Boy, these two have pulled out to a lead.
Yeah, just absolutely beautiful facility all the way up here in Indiana. I wouldn't mind coming up here and watching a race up here every now and then, at least for once. I mean, just to come up here, just to see the facility of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And David Flanagan's getting a fantastic view of this old place here as he is trying to go after Tristan Bruce. He's got 5 lap fresher tires than he does. Matt Lee has got 15 lap fresher tires than Tristan Bruce does, and 10 lap better than Flanagan. So Matt Lee with obviously Catch Fence Motorsports trying to mix it up. They got the Jack Shack crew in a sandwich. If Lee can get up here and make it happen, and Matthew David Wood on the same pitch strategy as Matt Lee is. Broadfoot sitting right there in fifth. So, right here, we are at the halfway point, essentially, Jim. We are at the halfway point. Your take of the first half of the BrickYard 250 here tonight?
Been good racing, man. Good so far. I mean, it's been exciting racing, a lot of lead changes, clearly Indianapolis doing its thing, especially with these track temperatures, causing these trucks to slide around and stuff, which makes it exciting. Good stuff, man. I'm looking forward, especially to the last 25 or 30 laps when they really, uncork it and let it go.
Boy, oh boy, this is going to be a fun one here tonight. Matt Lee trying to run down Bruce, his teammate, and David Flanagan. Wood trying to give chase on the back door of Lee, and Broadfoot right behind him. Ethan Eckert has actually got the fastest lap of the race at this point with a 54.424. Remember, Ethan Eckert started on the pole. Everybody in the top 12, aside from Ethan Eckert, is up positions from when they started in this race. The one with the least amount of spots is Dana Shepard, up 4 spots. The rest of them are damn near in the double digits. There you see it. Broadfoot up the most spots with 24 spots. He and Flanagan both at 24 spots. Flanagan currently sitting in the P2 spot. Broadfoot sitting in 5th. There you see Matt Lee, Isaac Bevan, and Tristan Bruce, who is your race leader, up 21 spots. So, and literally, damn near every single one of them's in the top 5 with the exception of Matthew David Wood. Bevan back there sitting in 7th.
Yeah, by the way, I wanted to pull this up. We haven't really looked at this, and I know we don't typically look at this early in the year, but I've got some new software that we're using, and thanks to Cody and Brady for providing this information for me. This is kind of top secret stuff that they had to give me to get access to this, but this shows it shows a lot of different things. But I mean, all I'm going to do is just pull it up here, and this kind of shows you who your points leaders are right now, and how far they are behind the leader, and how far behind they are the guy in front of them. and this is obviously early in the season right now, but just starting to get an idea here, and we can take off this stuff here, and we can pull up wins, and we can show who's got wins out there right now that's in the top 20. As you can see, JD got 2 wins on the season. He's the guy with the most wins right now. So yeah, just we got some cool stuff here. We'll unveil some of it as the season goes on. We'll be able to show some different things, including some of this cool stuff here, like how many laps they've run so far in the season, how many miles they've gone, all kinds of little just cool, interesting stats that we'll play with during the season. Just got this up and running this week, so wanted to show it off a little bit.
It pretty much tells you right there, baby, the NASRA 360 Racing Network is hard at work for you, the fans. Also for the drivers, that way they can kind of keep up what the hell's going on, but mainly for you, the fans. 25 of you out there watching live. If you haven't yet, make sure that you like and subscribe to the NASRA 360 Racing Network. Keep up with everything that's going on here with the North American Sim Racing Association. We got obviously what you're watching tonight, the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series. Monday nights, DSR Electric Truck Series. Tuesday nights, getting ready to have an Endurance Series popping up in 2026. And then obviously on Wednesday nights, the NASRA Cup Series that is slowly but surely getting to their playoffs. DSR Electric is slowly but surely getting to their playoffs as well. So be a good one. Be a good one. I will say this. Next week, as far as the schedules and everything goes, next week we're racing here on the NASRA 360 Racing Network, but the week after that,
we're not.
We're off.
Yes.
We're off for Christmas, baby. So hopefully, if you haven't yet, any of you out there, if you have not yet got your wife or your girlfriend something for Christmas, you are already in the doghouse.
Oh, yeah.
Just giving you forewarning.
Oh, yeah. You're a POS.
I mean, you got 12 days. Well, 13 if you want to call it that. You better get your tail in gear and oh, Lord. You better hope like hell you got a good bank account to be able to hook it up. If you ain't got something already, you are in deep, deep doo-doo trying to find something for Christmas. You better find it and find it quick.
Speaking of that, you need to be taking your wife out to dinner.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. Matter of fact, yeah, we did. We absolutely did. We had us a fantastic dinner the other night.
That's good.
Enjoyed ourselves. Yes, thank you very much for that, Jim. We do appreciate that.
No, I'm just, I'm just saying you got to keep the wife happy. It wasn't. I wasn't referring to that. I was just in general. You got to keep the wife happy. Got to take them out.
Yeah.
It's a
happy
Christmas
wife,
season.
happy life.
Boy, that's it.
Happy wife, happy life. And then if she
no
ain't
truer
happy,
statement than that, man. Let me tell you, there ain't no.
I wasn't done. I wasn't done with that statement. Happy wife, happy life. And then if she's unhappy, you will be unhappy with half your stuff as you leave. That's how you end that statement. Matt Lee leads it with MDW Matthew David Wood. They're on the freshies with Ethan Eckert, who started on the pole. They're up there running 1, 2, 3. Flanagan right behind them, as well as Tristan Bruce. That's the top 5. Watch everybody sneaky down through here. MDW looking to the inside, trying to find a way around Matt Lee. Thanks, Difford of it backs away. And Ethan Eckert right there, right in his tire tracks, right up his tailgate. Front 3 on the freshest tires in the field, with the exception of Nick Sacco back there in 9th, which pitted on lap 45, pitted 4 laps earlier than these other guys did.
Yeah, we got a few guys out there that pitted later that are on a little newer tires, but it's there's some different strategies out there. You got some that pitted on 45, some on 41, some on 30. We even got one out there on 25. That's Tristan, which I think his tires are, he's taken care of now, just trying to get to the next opportunity. Be interesting to see Ethan Eckert here. We know he's pretty aggressive. And he's he's pushing up here towards the front. Let's see if he's going to try to take the lead at some point and lead a few laps.
Very good possibility out of that for Ethan Eckert. I mean, I've heard this a lot. Excuse me. I've heard this a lot throughout the C.O.P.S Truck Series garage about, drivers talking about this Ethan Eckert. Very, very aggressive is this driver. We saw it, the week of Thanksgiving when we had, the King of Talladega, the NASRA 500. Ethan Eckert was very, very aggressive at Talladega, and we've seen Ethan Eckert be very, very aggressive ever since he joined here with the C.O.P.S Truck Series. He's strong, fast, but he's aggressive at the same time. So this 012 right here of Eckert, watch out for him to kind of mix it up here with Liam Wood. I wouldn't count out this 012 sitting back here. He started on the pole for a reason, folks. He's pretty damn fast, so don't count out this 012 right here when it's all said and done.
What I did find interesting from our interview with Tristan Bruce there earlier, he talked about how important, how tough it was to be behind somebody with that dirty air on the nose of your truck and how it makes your truck want to push. So that could potentially change the strategy going forward, towards the end of the race, being that it didn't slow him down there and he did it. Holy cow, he just shot by. Wow. Somebody launched that boy out of a cannon right there.
Rolling, baby.
That's a big run.
He tried to get up here and mix it up here, and Eckert was able to make it happen. Slide right by him, BW Matthew David Wood. I mean, get this right here on the Pulse Spot presents the replay. Let's see just the move right here that Eckert makes to be able to take that P2 spot there. You see Wood got up into the fence.
That's what happened. Okay. All right, that makes more sense now because it looked like he was launched out of a cannon, but now I see what happened. Okay. Yeah, well, that's, Wood's tires are getting a little old. I mean, they're not horribly old. They're, they're basically 20 laps old. But it's so easy, man. This place is so easy to have your truck push up on you like that. Now here comes, is that Flanagan? That's Flanagan going by Wood there. Yeah.
And keep in mind, Wood, when he hit that turn 2 wall, it didn't look bad.
It broke his momentum.
It didn't look like he. Oh yeah, and I mentioned this a while ago, Jim. This place is momentum based.
Oh yeah.
All the way around this place. So you lose some momentum, and then you lose your train of thought and everything. It's not going to just come right back to you just like that. I don't care who you are. It's going to take some time to get yourself back into that boat of trying to get back into it, get back out there and try to get going. As Wood and Flanagan slide right up the hill. And Matt Cherry went by. Well, Cherry's on actually fresher tires. I think he's 1 lap down. So, he's just trying to motor through the field. He's already made his pit stop. He pitted at 55, so that wasn't too many laps ago. So, Cherry on a completely different strategy than the rest of these old boys out here trying to move on up through the field.
Yeah, you notice Flanagan backed off a little bit there because that dirty air was causing him to push up the track. As these tires get older, it's tougher and tougher, man. And, I guess, Flanagan's on tires from lap 30, so his tires are getting pretty old at this point. They're 32 laps old. So, he's probably at this point decided I'm just going to settle in here and, we're going to wait for him and Tristan Bruce are going to wait for the, for the next pit stops cycle to come through because them tires are probably not feeling good at all at this point. Let's take a look at our track temperature, see if it's changed any. Oh, it's come down a little bit. Down 7 degrees from when we started. It was 120 when we started, but still. 113, that's still greasy as hell out there.
Yeah, 113 degrees out there on the track. Still going to play a big factor into who ends up winning this race, who finishes where, who gets the podium, top 5s, the top 10s. There you see it, Matt Lee, the leader. 5 cautions for 16 laps.
we are in the final stage here, 55 lap final stage.
Check out Matt Lee back here trying to make something happen. There's Matt Cherry trying to get back on the lead lap.
Well, Eckert just got by him, and then Lee hit the wall right there.
So Ethan Eckert, who was our pole sitter here this evening, Eckert trying to get up here and win him one here tonight at Indianapolis. Cherry going to fall right in line, right in behind Eckert. Obviously, with the freshies off of him, is going to try to make a happen. Damn, I'm in the tailgate. Knocked him going into turn 4, letting Eckert know I'm a little faster. I'm on the fresh tires. Let me go. But Eckert in a bad spot right here, Jim. I mean, it's kind of hard for him to let Matt Cherry go. If he just pulls up, Matt Lee's going to slide right by him. So Ethan Eckert in a pretty tough position right here.
Well, I'm not going to lie. When Matt Lee slid up and hit the wall there a couple turns ago, I believe that was when Cherry come by and slid up in front of him, and all of a sudden he got that dirty air on his nose and he pushed right on up into the wall. And now we got Cherry down here essentially bumping Eckert going into the turn to say, let me by, I don't know. That's he's up there causing some havoc as he's trying to get his lap back, which he did do. He is now the last car on the lead lap.
And coming by this time will be 36 laps to go here on the BrickYard 250 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Jim, I got to ask you this. I've never won an iRacing event at Indianapolis. I've never got that lucky. I've won races at Daytona and Talladega and Atlanta, and I think I won one at Charlotte one time. I don't even think I won one at Bristol, but Indianapolis.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what league you are in. I mean, obviously with NASRA, I would look at this as a crown jewel event, like Daytona,
sure,
Darlington, and Charlotte, but winning at these big tracks, even on the Sam here on iRacing.
Tristan Bruce is pitting.
Tristan Bruce going down pit road. So stage
flag.
2 winner presented by the Glass Mechanic jumping down pit road. Could be prime time for that to happen right here with 35 to go. But Jim, back to the question I was asking you, or I was going to ask you. I mean, would it feel more bigger, I guess you could say, to win at Indianapolis, even though it's on a sim, than than other tracks out there?
I mean, it would for me over a lot of tracks, yeah. I actually ran an IndyCar event here, and I finished second by about 0.02 of a second. I got a slingshot off at the last turn and it was a drag race to the finish line, and I didn't quite get there, and finished second. It was the closest I've come to winning here, obviously, but yeah. So I would say I think a lot of it just depends on what your view of this place is. I mean, if you're an older person like me, Indianapolis is it's just been one of the most important tracks in America and in racing in general around the world. I mean, there's 3 races, no matter whether you're, all those, English and foreign drivers that race Formula One. There's 3 races that they view as the crown jewel, and it's the Monaco Grand Prix in Formula One, the 24-hour of Le Mans, and the Indianapolis 500. So even worldwide, Indianapolis is considered one of the crown jewel races in the world. And then if you come to America, like I said, the crown jewel here in America has always been, Indianapolis and Daytona. By the way, the American crown jewel, with the 2 American tracks, is Daytona, Indianapolis, and the 24-hour of Le Mans. And there's only been one person to ever win that. Here's a little trivia question for you. Do you have any idea who that would be?
I have no idea.
A.J. Foyt.
I should have known that.
Yeah, you should have, actually, yeah. Yeah, A.J. Foyt. He won the Indianapolis 500 4 times. He won Daytona once, and he won the 24 Hours of Le Mans one time.
I didn't know he done that. Now, I know he won the Daytona 500 in Indy, but I didn't know about the Le Mans deal.
Well,
I didn't know about that.
He won it. It was like way back. It was like 1967 when,
That's why I don't remember.
Well, of course you don't remember. But, but no, they, the Ford versus Ferrari movie that came out, with Carroll Shelby. So he raced for Ford like a year or two after that movie. The year that movie was set, he raced for Ford in one of those GT40 cars like a year or two later, and he won it that year. So it was just right after the somebody else's pit there. Who was that? Is that Cody? No, huh?
It's John Freeman, I believe.
Oh, Freeman. Cody's already in pit road, it looks like.
Looks like Freeman coming back out there on the track. At least that's that's who it looked like. No. That was Brandon Broadfoot, I believe it was.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Coming back out. Yep. 22. That's who it was.
And David Flanagan also coming down pit road. He's one lap down right now as he runs right now in the 31. So.
Tell you what, it's going to get interesting here now because you got some guys that are going to have to pit here soon. You got guys that can go a significant amount further, but they're going to be on older tires, and that could end up, cost them a lot of space, a lot of time on the track, like we witnessed last week with those undercuts that were happening. So this is going to be an interesting time whether you decide to pit now under green. Or you try to hang out and wait because if the caution doesn't come, then you're going to be your lap times are going to be significantly slower. It's a tricky choice right here. But look who's coming up towards the front. First time we talked about him a lot tonight, but here he comes, JD.
Jordan Durasic, obviously a previous champion here with the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series. JD trying to make a statement right here. And slide up here and get him some here tonight at Indianapolis. Currently sitting in the 5th position. He pitted on lap 45, matching with Nick Sacco, and also with Luke Smith coming to the front, which, mind you, Luke Smith's back into this.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, he had that little issue earlier on. Wasn't a whole lot of damage out of the 83, but certainly back in this mix. He's 5 seconds back, but, he's still up there in the top 10, so still got a shot to have a very, very good finish tonight. Matthew Montgomery, we haven't talked a whole lot about that 24. He's up there at 8th as well. So some of these drivers, it's up here inside the top 10. We haven't talked a whole lot about them. Isaac Bevan, we have not even talked about him at all here this evening.
No.
He's right there in front of Luke Smith. That man's up 23 spots from where he started this race at. And this could be big right here for Isaac Bevan. I remember Jim, watching Isaac when he come in, and no disrespect to Isaac, I'm showing him a lot of love here, but Isaac came in right off the bat, and he come in basically like a Kyle Larson just coming in, or say Alex Bowman. Alex Bowman coming in when he was on those lower tier teams. He was terrible. He would always be at the back. He would have issues one way or another. And now it seems like we're seeing this 27 of Isaac Bevan faster and faster and faster each and every week. And, the fruits of the labor are showing. I'm sure he's putting in a lot of practice time to, get himself ready for these races and everything. And it is showing that practice time. And currently sitting up here inside the top 10. It seems like we see Isaac Bevan up in the top 10. It seems like every damn week. It's Matt Lee pitting from P3.
There it is.
Money stop right here, Jim.
Yeah, this could be it right here. This could signal that the rest of these guys are going to have to start coming in here when your leaders start pitting.
It'll be a pretty good one. See how this is all going to work out. As there you see Ethan Eckert, MDW, Matthew David Wood. Remember, Matt Lee up there and all that mix. We'll see where he ends up coming out of pit road, how all that works out there. You see Matt Lee coming off of pit road at this time. What will Eckert, what will Wood do? Jurassic, 3 seconds back from the leaders. What will he do? See what Eckert does. Eckert's going to come on down. Eckert's coming down. Wood jumped in front of him, coming down pit road, locked him up. We'll see if Wood got busted, but damn, he come in there flying, honestly, Jim. I don't know. He might have got busted. He might have not.
No, I don't think he did. I think he got it slowed down. He had to slide him a little bit, but I think he got it slowed down. Well, that triggered a little wave there coming in. There's going to be several of them coming in now, as you can see. So, all right, so let's see. Where is Eckert at? He's there. That number 1 pit stall, see if it's going to pay off right here. It does indeed.
Very much so.
Yep.
He's able to jump out in front of MDW, Matthew David Wood.
All right. So let's go back up here to the leaders. Let's see where these pit stop guys come out now. So Eckert's in 12th. Matt Lee is ahead of Eckert now, pitting 1 lap earlier. And he is 3 seconds ahead of Eckert because he pitted 1 lap earlier. Let's see. This is going to be interesting when this all shakes out.
It is very much going to be very interesting. There you see Matt Lee right there. You talked about the timing of how Lee went in pit road. Eckert and Wood, they come out damn near identical. And Jordan Jurassic, now next Sacco going to come down pit road. Luke Smith coming with him. Montgomery Johnson. About 4 or 5 of them coming down right here.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm surprised JD didn't pit there. Strategy would say that he should have pitted there, I think. I think when this all shakes out, I think JD is going to be back in 4th, 5th, 6th place after they, maybe even further down than that after they pit. 25 laps to go. So the question is, these guys' tires going to hold out? I think they're going to be all right. I mean, if we see a caution, they'll probably come get another set, but. So Matt Lee now, first one to pit, and he is back up, first one of your leaders to pit, and he is back up to 4th place. Where is Tristan Bruce after all this, where he pitted early, but he had run so long on them bad tires, he is down in 13th place right now. Yeah, that he got himself in a bad cycle there. He knew it, though. He said it during the interview at stage break, that he knew he got himself in a bad spot.
Yeah, the cautions just didn't fall for him the way that he needed them to. Wow. Unfortunate.
So
for Tristan Bruce.
JD still did not pit. He's going to be the only guy out there on those old tires, and I'm telling you what, it's going to cost him, man. Look, where is Matt Lee at compared to him now? Matt Lee is 33 seconds behind him. And it's going to take, we'll see. We'll see how it all goes. I can't imagine JD staying out much longer unless he's just going to hang out there and pray for a caution at this point. Because if he doesn't get one, he's losing valuable time every lap. To give you an idea, he's running right now 2.5 seconds slower than Matt Lee.
Yeah, I mean, he absolutely is, Jim. But, think about it like this. Jordan Jurassic, he talked to us about this. Obviously, Jordan's kind of in that spot of, and he's talked about it before, that he's running part-time this season.
No, I get
He's not running full-time. He's not racing for a championship, unfortunately. Would love to come back for season 12 and see what he can do and hopefully be able to run for a championship. He's basically just going for wins. He could be, in the boat that he's in, he can just go out here and just see what happens. Is now he finally says, I've had enough. Let's come on down pit road and let's get 4 freshies. But, I mean, I like the call out of Jordan. I mean, just see what happens. See if a caution hits. See what happens.
See,
if it falls, it falls. If it doesn't, screw it.
No, I get that, but I don't necessarily agree with the strategy if you're just going for the win there too, because I mean he's lost so much time that it's going to put him in just a weird spot. We'll see though. We'll see how it all shakes out at the end. You know, I've been plenty wrong before, that's for sure.
One thing about that also is that he will be on more freshies than the leaders. The only problem is that he's going to have a hell of a time trying to catch back up. That's going to be the big problem for Jordan Jurassic. And it takes damn near a minute to get around here at Indianapolis. So he's got plenty of time to make it happen. He'll be 13 seconds back. I'd say about 15 once he finally gets back up to speed, give or take, for Jordan Jurassic. He's got a ways to go, but he's got a lot of time to see what happens. If he can save enough tires on that number 6, he's still got plenty of time to be able to run up here and get a hold of Matt Lee and Ethan Eckert at MDW Matthew David Wood.
I mean, he does. I mean, if he could run a second a lap faster, he can easily get back up there, and his tires are fresher, so we'll see. There comes a point where the tires are really faster, and then they kind of start to equalize a little bit, and then they kind of separate again as it gets further down, as they start getting really older. Let's see, here's a tiny horse here slinging it on the outside, going around Bevan. And there's JD right behind him there. He's not wasting any time. He's moving right on up.
Yeah, he damn sure is up there in the top 10.
He's flying.
And that time is dropping on that 6. Jordan Jurassic, the only problem is he's back 14 and a half seconds. That's going to be the only issue. Now, could he make it all the way to the top 5? Absolutely, because Luke Smith's about 4 seconds ahead of him. So, yeah, absolutely. Jordan Jurassic could slide up here and get a top 5. So, I mean, I still like the strategy call out of JD. I still like that strategy call. So I got to give him a huge shout out on that one. There's Adam Newton running in 9th. We are at the 20 to go mark. And so, obviously, we would like to thank Premier Racing Setups for the Premier Racing Setups 20 to go. It's Johnson door banging a little bit going into turn number 1 right there a little bit with
Jurassic.
That might have been
that was JD.
Yeah, Jurassic. So they door banging a little bit trying to get in there. Interesting stuff. But, if you need a setup, go check them out. PremierRacingSetups.com. Enter the code of NASRA, NASRA. Get 15% off your entire order, and 15% gets kicked back to the North American Sim Racing Association. So, folks, if you want the setups that NASRA races, go check them out. It's PremierRacingSetups.com. As Matt Lee leads, Ethan Eckert's back right at a second, and it is fluctuating a little bit with 19 to go. I tell you what, Jim, let's take our final commercial break, at least under green. Let's take one more commercial break. We'll bring you back for the finish here tonight at Indy. Back here in Indianapolis, you see Ethan Eckert right now in the 012 trying to make a case to win it, hit it out of Indy. He started on the pole. Remember, he won stage 1 as well, Jim, so not necessarily the sweep that I'm sure he was hoping for. He wanted to pull the sweep. But Tristan Bruce got that stage 2 win presented by the Glass Mechanic. But Ethan Eckert ain't worried about that. He wants to get up here and mix it up with last season's champ, Matt Lee. And, you know, Jim, we've heard a lot about Ethan Eckert being aggressive and, you know, how he drives and all that good stuff. I've heard it, and everybody's heard it. What's going to happen when he catches last season's champ, Matt Lee? That will be the interesting thing, and I think that's what everybody's waiting to see.
Well, I tell you what, I will say this. What I have not seen is I have not seen any stupid, aggressive moves tonight. At no point in time have we seen him stick it in someplace and put anybody at risk, really, that we've noticed anyway. So, you know, that may be a bit overrated. I mean, if you pick and choose your aggressive moments, some of the most popular drivers to ever grace the NASCAR tracks were every bit that very aggressive at certain times. So, I think that's, that you got to take all that with a grain of salt. We saw him at Talladega make some moves that were questionable. Got into a few situations. You know, he was popping in here after the King of Talladega, and he kind of wanted to, I guess, maybe, flex his muscle a little bit, show who he was or whatever. And he maybe got a little too aggressive. But, and the heat come down on him, people talking about him, whatever. We have not witnessed that at all tonight. And I'm not saying he's not going to take that opportunity. This is the opportunity where you do get aggressive. And it's okay. It's to win a race. That's okay. So, we'll see. But he's fast. I know that. Aggressive or not, he's fast.
Yeah, I mean, you can't take anything away from the fact on that one. I mean, he has been very, very fast. And once again, there's that snaky draft that I was talking about earlier,
I love
Jim.
that term.
Come off on the top side. Yeah, I mean, that's what they call it in the IndyCar deal. I mean, and the IndyCar does it 10 times crazier than this right here.
Yeah.
You will literally see one hell of a snaky draft in those IndyCars when they come to Indianapolis. Watch Ethan Eckert right here. Watch what happens with Lee. Works his way down. There you see it, Eckert coming down, trying to stay right on that tailgate or try to catch that draft. He's able to get a little bit, try to suck his way right on up to Matt Lee. Anyway, shape, fashion, form, Jim, get your head out of the gutter. Matt Lee leading going into turn 3 with Eckert right behind him. They worked their way going into turn 4. Coming this time, 14 laps to go, and there's lap traffic all the way around them.
I resemble that remark. My head was not in the gutter till you said that, and then you sent me right there. But besides that, I'm not 100% sure. We'll see right here. I don't know that he really Well, no, Matt Lee put that truck in exactly the spot. That is a perfect defensive line right through there, and there's not a whole lot you can do about that. But I'm not 100% sure that Eckert wants to pass him just yet, because it's going to – did you see that get loose, that snap he had right there? I don't know. He snapped around there. That was a big loose situation there.
And he got on him. Look at this. Getting on him. Lee jumped down, put the block going into 3. Eckert was thinking about diving it in there, not able to do it. And check out who's coming right behind him.
Oh, yeah.
MDW Matthew David Wood has entered the conversation up 20 spots. Matt Lee's up 26. And I would say Nick Sacco, but hell, he's 5 seconds back. But if all 3 of these old boys get into it right here, Sacco's got a prime time shot to try to get up here and mix it up with these old boys.
Is that a lap car in there behind MDW?
I believe so, yes.
He's flying, whoever it is. Who is that?
The Trevor Ashmanoff?
Yeah.
Looks to be.
It is. Yeah, well, he's flying for sure. He's and he's not even the first car lap down, is he? No, not at all. He's several laps down, huh?
Yeah, but think about whose team he's on, though, Jim. He's on Jack Shack Racing with Ethan Eckert.
Man,
so Trevor Astronaut could come up here and play a deciding factor into how this race is going to play out. Matt Lee with Catch Fence Motorsports. You got Eckert with Jack Shack Racing, MDW with Mission 1 Esports, and then you have Trevor Asronoff that could potentially help his Jack Shack Racing teammate Ethan Eckert get up here and get the win here tonight in Indianapolis. Maybe jump down to the inside. Asronoff could get around MDW. Either that or Asronoff may say, you know what, my race is over with. Let Eckert go up there and earn it on his own. But he's still got to go through MDW and Wood getting a little rough, going all the way
Oh,
down.
now, come on now.
That might be a little bit outrageous, but hey, that's the aggressive blocking. That's the
Yeah,
aggressive driving we've heard from Ethan Eckert.
That was aggressive.
That one right there, yeah, well, Jim, I mean, that right there, that you get that one for free. At least in my book, you get that one for free. If that happens again, you turn them all the way around.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you don't rear hook them, but yeah,
No,
I mean,
you turn him. Yeah,
up.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you get one for free like that, but, yeah, that's it. He did it again right here. He cut him off on the high side. I tell you what, I don't think Matthew's going to take to that too kindly either, man. I think Wood's going to, Wood's got some aggressive streak in him too now. He's a calm kid to talk to and all that, and he is thinking about points for the season and all, so maybe he won't do anything stupid, but, well, not necessarily stupid. That may not be wrong. He won't do anything that aggressive. I don't know, man. We'll see. You're going to cut me off one too many times, though, and I'm definitely going to put a bumper on you. I can promise you that.
Yeah, I mean that's just the racing way right there. I mean, but we'll see what happens right here as they're coming around this time. 10 laps to go. Matt Lee loves every bit.
Yeah,
I mean,
every bit of it.
To do this right here. He loves this, Jim.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're snaky drafting all over the place. Now you got me saying it. Just wanted to jump in there and be part of the team. I felt like I was left out. Oh,
he hit the wall.
Yeah, he hit the wall.
But Jim, if he's gonna hit any wall, that's the one you want to hit. You don't want to hit this turn 2 wall right here. Once again, watch him. Here we go. Wood trying to find a way around Eckert. Eckert blocking him 9 ways to Sunday. Wood takes it down to the inside. Is he there? Looks like he might have got there to the inside of Eckert. And MDW, Matthew David Wood. And all they're doing is for the second spot. Marley trying to get away. And Wood and Eckert are going at it in turn 4 here in Indy.
Look at this, would you? Man. Now we got lap traffic coming in here. What in the world? Is that?
And look who it is.
That's
it's
Tristan
Trevor
Bruce.
Astronaut.
No, I was talking about Tristan. Is that Tristan?
Tristan Bruce. Yeah,
Tristan Bruce.
Tristan Bruce ran behind Matt Lee. He has went 1 lap down to the race leader of Matt Lee. So now you got Catch Fence Motorsports and Jack Shack Racing running, trying to help each other. Now Bruce may try to put the block on Eckert right here to try to hold him off. But not able to do it. Eckert just a little bit faster. And Bruce slides out of the way, and MDW is the innocent bystander had every damn bit of this right behind them as well. So we'll see. I'm telling you, you might see everybody at home might want to go. This is the point in time everybody's kind of separated. Go to your fridge and get you a cold beer because you do not want to miss these last 8 laps. I think we're fixing to see some fireworks right here, Jim.
Yeah, either that or we're going to see a caution flag.
That's what I meant.
It's going to get hot. Well, I mean, they may keep it clean. The big question mark there, though, is Asronoff in there. He's right behind his teammate. Is that going to be an issue? I mean, there's no love lost there with MDW? We'll see. Man, the way MDW was running at bottom trying to get by Eckert there, I wonder if he heated up his tires a little bit, and maybe that's why he decided just to lay on back, let him cool down so he can make one final run at him, Because you try to hold it on the bottom under somebody around here, man, and I tell you what, it's brutal on those tires. So I have no doubt they got a little hot there.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I'm telling you, this is going to be a barn burner right here. Check it out. Oh, baby. Eckert getting right up behind Matt Lee. Asronoff right behind him, trying to help him out any way, shape, fashion, or form. Help his teammate with Jack Shack Racing get the win here tonight. Indy, 7 to go. Lap traffic is everywhere. And they got to be careful. Matt Lee's got to be careful. He catches that lap traffic, Jim, especially in the wrong spot. That dirty air is going to play a big factor for Matt Lee, and it's going to cost him. Wow, here comes Wood. Matthew David Wood shot out of a cannon. He jumps back in front of Astronaut. Now he's back on the back door of Eckert.
Lee hit the wall.
Wood hits the wall. Wood slides by. Now Wood's going to try to go after Eckert. Eckert to the line here.
Oh, they're wrecking.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, boy. Look at this. They're going to go 3 wide into turn 1. Are you kidding me?
How bad do you want it?
Wood hit the wall again, man.
Wood hits the wall again, coming off of turn number 1. Matt Lee slides back by. Here comes Matthew David Wood. Back down to the inside, trying to make something happen against Matt Lee.
He got tight behind Eckert. He couldn't hold it. That's the problem, man. You saw how tight he got there. He was on Eckert's bumper, and he got so tight he slid up into the wall. You know, normally at a draft track, you'd want to be the second car, you know, with the chance to draft by. But here, I don't know if that's the case, man. I tell you what, I think I'll take the lead and make you come around me with that dirty air coming off my truck.
Now they're going to have to play catch-up with 5 laps to go. Matthew David Wood has got in front of Matt Lee. Ethan Eckert with the lead, got about a half a second gap right here. And you got to think what's going through MDW's mind. He's already took a couple shots at Ethan Eckert. Eckert been very, very aggressive at the blocking and everything else. What is Wood going to do if he's able to get back to it? That's the key. And I think Wood's going to wait till, I would say, the last lap or 2 to go to make that move. And I'm sure Matt Lee may just be kind of sitting there thinking different right here.
I thought Meza might have threw some dirty air there and caused a problem, but he got up out of the way. But the problem is he's on the outside there coming out of 4, and kind of prevented him from being able to run up the track all the way. Made him pinch it down a little bit. I don't know, man. If I'm MDW, the way you blocked me so far, if I get to you again, I'm definitely going to put a bumper on you. I may not spin you, but I'm going to put a bumper on you for sure. You got all the free blocks you're getting on me at this point. I mean, he did it way more than he did it way more than one time. Again, the only thing is Wood is a smart racer and he's going for a championship, and second place points and not risking your truck or and everything is maybe the smarter move. I'm way too aggressive and that probably wouldn't even cross my mind. I'd just be thinking about how I was going to put a bumper to him, but that's just me.
Well, I mean, he's still not out of the case on this one right here. He's right up on his tailgate, hits the line. 3 laps to go here tonight at Indy. One dives down to the inside, trying to get up on the tailgate.
He had to get out of it.
And he was there, but he had to get out of it. He hits the wall. Matt Lee dives down to the inside. Matt Lee will go for second and try to run down Ethan Eckert Wood going back to third.
Yeah, that's what happens, man. I mean, you get right up on them like that and you push so hard, especially coming out of 1 and 3, that you're going right up to the wall. I believe Eckert's got this. I really do. I don't see either one of them catching him.
Coming around this time with 2 laps to go, Matt Lee and MDW Matthew David Wood slugging it out for second. Half a second in front of him.
Oh, we got a wreck.
Caution is out. Oh, dear God, we're going to overtime here at Indy.
Oh, man.
Boy, howdy.
There you go. Well.
Well, I'll say this. If it wasn't already getting excited, I think we've –
Well, I don't think they were going to catch him. I think he had this if that caution doesn't come out right there. So right now at this point, Lee and Wood have got to be licking their chops, man. And where is Hazelnoth now? How far back is he? Did he? Oh, no, there he is up there. So he's still right behind MDW, isn't he? Yep. Interesting.
Well, this is going to be interesting right here. Do you pit? Do you not pit?
Hell no.
I would think, yeah. Well, I don't know. I
mean,
would say go.
Oh, no, man. Not the top 4 or 5 anyway.
If you got a set land, I mean, you can't take it home with you.
Yeah, you ain't getting back up there from 17th, though. Not here.
It'll be weird to see how this ends up working out.
Now,
Let's
if
see.
you're 8th, 9th, 10th, yeah, sure. Oh!
Oh!
Everybody but Eckert pitted.
Everybody.
Yeah, Ed Osborne is the next guy who did not pit.
Wow. This is going to get interesting.
So now, if let's just say that you are Matt Lee, or what do? You take 2? I mean, you got to take 2
I
here.
have no idea what I would
take,
do right
You
here.
can't take 4. You'll be too far back in the line. Who is that
It
coming
depends.
off? Who is
Everybody
that?
else takes 40 might be all right.
Is
Let's see what
that's
happens.
Sacco, huh?
Sacco. Nick Sacco.
So Matt Lee. All right, so Sacco.
Matt Lee took 4. Looks like Wood took 4. Everybody took 4 except Sacco.
Yep, Sacco took 2 and everybody else took 4. Okay.
Jim, they're wanting to see a replay of the wreck. Is there any way we can get a replay of the wreck? I mean, I know we saw it live on the air, but they want to see a replay of what's up. So.
Yeah, probably. Let me see here. It was just a spin on pit road there. Let me find it. Hell. All these guys coming off pit road is resetting my thing over and over again real fast. That's not what we want to see. So where's he at? I got to find him. I didn't find him fast enough. Where is he at? Where place is Raul Meza in right now? Can you help me, please?
Yeah. Yeah, Meza is in 28th.
Oh, yeah, okay. So there we go.
There it is.
Let me try it one more time. Now I know where he's at. I can find him because this thing keeps resetting because of all these pit moves, people passing each other.
Let's see what happened right here with Raul Meza in the 37.
Just got a
It's
little
the apron,
loose.
gets loose, tries to straighten it out, and just loses it.
Yeah.
Caution is out.
It's interesting. I will say that's an interesting time for a caution to come out. One car incident, and he's off the track. But, I'm not
It'll be interesting to say the least. I will say that.
Yeah, well, okay, so now, given the situation up here at the front, I would say that that Ethan's probably in trouble. The only saving grace he's got is so these lap cars, what's going to happen with them? They're not going to stay up there, right?
I'm not sure, but I'll say this. This is going to be an interesting little race right here. This is going to be a barn burner out of this one. I'll tell you this real quick, Jim. Let's take a quick commercial break, very, very quick. It won't take long. Let's get one quick commercial break in from one of our great sponsors here with Nashville. We'll bring you right back for the finish here tonight at Indy.
Here we go.
And we're back here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. This is going to be one hell of a finish. I can see it, or at least I would think it will be. Real quick, if you don't know how the green, white, checkers and all that good stuff goes, here's how it goes. They take the green, they'll go all the way around, and they will get back and take the white flag. Once they take the white flag, we will have an official race. If not, we will re-rack them, restack them, and we will do it again. And there's unlimited attempts. God, I hope we're not going to be here all night. Ethan Eckert, Ed Osborne on the front row. Sacco, Lee, Wood, Jurassic. That is the front 3 rows. Green flag is in the air. Eckert gasses up and gets away. Remember, on the old tires. And everybody trying to go around at Osborne. Osborne jumps down, blocks all of them. Jordan Durassi coming around the outside trying to make it happen. They're slipping, sliding.
Sacco's wrecking.
They're wrecking behind them, and caution is out once again.
Yeah, that was that right there was Ed Osborne's bad tires. That was never going to work. That was a bad deal. Yeah, you stacked him up behind him because he couldn't get going, and I mean, that's certainly his right to stay out, and that's fine. But that's that's ultimately what caused that. And we just got a couple of guys with meatballs there. Yeah, that's not good, man. Let's see here. Let's go back up front, and let's see. I don't know if this is going to show us what happened or not. But,
Try to get a little sideways back there. There you see the contact. Look like Luke Smith covered the frog head on into the outside retaining wall in the 83. Hard impact.
Hold on, let's see. Yeah, that was. Let's look at it from this angle now. So you see Sacco got tagged in there and he got loose, and then that was the end of that, and then he hit the 83, and then
Montgomery involved. Goodness.
Yeah, that all started though a little before that, with the field backing up there at the start. It caused a situation. Let's see here. Well, actually, I take that back. They kind of freed up from that. That really did not have anything to do with it at this point, I don't think. Just hard racing on green, white checker. Well,
boy, howdy.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun right here.
So what that did, though, was now you got JD on fresh tires, and he's in second place. You got Osborne, who's going to be in third place. He's going to be behind the leader. And then you got Matt Lee, who's also – he's also on fresh tires. Now he's going to be right behind JD. So you're going to have – and then MDW is going to be in there behind Osborne on that lane with the slower, older tires. And who is that getting their lap back flying around there?
Tristan Bruce.
Oh, well, if we get one or two more green, white checkers, he –
Tristan might be back in this thing. Remember the strategy they had?
Yeah.
Tristan could be back in this damn thing. You never know.
No, that would be hilarious, given it, where he
it'd be crazy.
Ended up a lap down and all that, and then a couple of green, white checkers at the end of the race, and it saves him.
You end up coming home with a damn podium.
I mean, well, he's gonna be. Where's he gonna be? What's the last car on the lead lap right now?
He'll be 17th at least, because there's 17 trucks on the lead lap as of right now.
Are there 17? Okay. No, he's 12th.
Well, all these other guys pitted, but he'll have to start at the back. Remember, you got the lucky dog, so you got to start behind all of them.
Okay,
you got to start behind everybody. Right. So that's the only bad part about that.
Well, still though, he's back on the lead lap, so. One more.
Yeah, but if you get enough cautions, bam,
yeah,
you're right back in this damn thing.
Right.
Seriously, then you get to go right back by every damn one of them, so that you're good to go. So, it is what it is. Ethan Eckert leads, Jordan Jurassic, Ed Osborne, Matt Lee, Matthew David Wood. Up here, that is the top 5. Rest of the top 10, Toddy Horse, Ryan Johnson, Adam Newton. Brandon Schumann, Brandon Broadfoot, and Josh Rodriguez. Remember, Rodriguez had a little iffy situation earlier on. Now he's back up here into this mix. Remember Rodriguez and Flanagan? Remember their little issue?
Oh, yeah.
Rodriguez has got back up into this thing. He's up here inside the top 10 as they are doubling up for a restart. Jim, I don't want to put the commentary curse on you, but I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to ask you. Who do you think is going to win this thing?
I'm gonna go with Matt Lee.
Really?
Yeah.
This
Well, he's a previous champion. He's fast. You know, I mean, it could be JD though. I mean, I think it's gonna be JD or Matt Lee, one of the two.
And you see where Eckert's starting at. Eckert's up there on the top side.
Yeah, but he's got older tires now. He's got older tires now. So now you got guys with fresh tires sitting right next to him. It's a different story now. Before he had a little buffer. He don't have that buffer anymore. So
this will be interesting to say the least. I will say.
Now don't get me wrong. He's a wheel man. You know, he definitely can drive it. So I'm not going to say it's not possible, but if I'm a betting man right now, it's JD or Matt Lee. I'm putting my money on. The only reason I'm not throwing some towards Matt Wood is because he's stuck back there behind Ed Osborne with them really older tires. So, you know, yeah. Well, we're fixing to find out.
Yeah, we're fixing to find out. Remember, Tristan Bruce got that lucky dog a while ago, but as he mentioned out there in the live chat, he will be at the tail, though, that's what I was getting at a while ago. So, Oh, baby. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, man, I'm telling you.
Here it goes.
Folks, if you were sitting in any type of situation where you had to go to the toilet, now is not the time you want to go unless we end up having a caution here in the next 5 seconds. This is going to get good. Restart zone. Green flag is in the air. Matt Lee, fantastic jump. Him and Jurassic had fantastic jumps. Right up on the tailgate of Ethan Eckert. Eckert dives down to the inside. Jurassic and Lee, they go everybody going through 1 and 2. Jurassic
Lee hit the wall.
Trying to make it happen. Lee hits the wall. They work the wall off for turn 2. Eckert's got the lead.
Yep. JD's fixing to get tight right here. Oh, they stacked each other up.
Caution.
What?
Another Serve Pro caution out on the racetrack.
Let's see what happened.
And I got a feeling we're going to have a bunch of these damn things. Brandon Schumann, 52, getting sideways. Oh, Josh Rodriguez and Schumann up in the air on his side.
Go ahead and warn them now. It's coming.
Hide your kids, hide your wives, hide your ex-wives if you're sitting right there with them. This is going to be a rough one right here. This is going to be a rough ride right here for Brandon Schumann in the 52 going up on his side. Didn't hit his lid, but he come close. He come very close.
After. Hold on. Let's see here. Now we got to go shoot.
Listen to the impact, folks. Wow.
Oh, man. Yeah, that was I get the biggest kick out of those. That's so childish, I know, but I do.
At Brandon Schumann's expense.
I mean, it's going to happen whether I enjoyed it or not. It didn't change the fact that I just get a kick out of it. I don't wish it on nobody, but if it happens, I'm going to replay it.
Thank you very much to Serve Pro for all the Serve Pro, not the Serve Pro cautions, but thank you very much to Serve Pro for sponsoring the Serve Pro cautions. And
is he gonna
thank you very much, obviously, to Points Poppers for the Points Poppers instant replays. And Ethan Eckert looks like he's going down pit road. Well, I mean, you think, he pitted 76, and he's already went past, we've already went past the scheduled distance of 100 laps. So, fuel, got to be fuel. He ran out of gas at this point.
Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. It could be that he thinks there's going to be a few of these, and he knows that he's in trouble with them tires at this point because now he's got all the guys on fresh tires right behind him. So we'll see. what did we know what the fuel window is here? Because he had only pitted what 30. He pitted on lap 76, same as Osborne. Osborne's still out there. He didn't pit. So I don't think it's fuel, man. I think it's. I think he thinks there might be another one or two of these, and he knows he was in trouble with them tires, and he figured he'll go the other route and come get some tires and see where he ends up here.
Well, I mean, there's that fact too. But I mean, Jim, it's been a good while since I've raced here at Indy, but I do remember you can get about around 30 laps on a tank of fuel, and 73, 76. Whenever that was when he went down pit
76.
road, we've already went past 100. Yeah, so 76. So we're already pushing that point of 30 laps. So yeah, I mean, I'd say, tires was probably a factor, but I'd say the fuel was the main factor.
Well,
I'd say he was.
Ed Osborne's going to run out.
Gas light was blinking.
Then Ed Osborne's going to run out because he pitted at the same time. I don't think it was fuel. I really don't. Because we went longer than 30 laps. Some of those guys went longer than 30 laps on that first stint. I think it was tires. I think he knew he was in trouble, and I think he thinks this is potentially the best way to get a good finish here. We'll see. Maybe we'll have a chance to ask somebody or something. I really have no idea. If there's somebody out there who is, it was fuel. He was out of gas. So
there's some saying, some saying he was out of gas, and then some were saying that he knew the 6 was coming. So I mean, you take it.
Well, do you know who that? Do you know who that is though? Is that one of his teammates or something that would know he was out of gas? Pete Eckert.
Pete. Yeah. Well, I'd say so. Yeah, if it's Pete Eckert, Ethan Eckert, I would. Yeah. I mean, I didn't
even put that together. Oh my God, I'm a dumbass. I might be the highest level of dumbass that ever existed in the world right there. I literally did not put that together. Is that his teammate or not? No, it's obviously some damn relation to him, and I'm sure he knew.
I would take a wild guess and say, I'm not sure. But.
Hey, crown me with the dumbass award, would you? Because I earned it. Thank you. Boy, did I earn that. Golly.
Oh, that's his dad.
That's his
matter of fact,
dad.
he says
Okay.
that our lunch. So there you go.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, Pete, we didn't know.
Clearly I didn't know. I mean, I was so caught up in the moment, I'm just caught up in the moment, but.
We should get a fan sign-up sheet before we get these things started. Get a fan
Ed
sign-up
Osborne,
sheet.
then.
Or you related, that way we know who we're talking to.
If Ed Osborne is if he's going to be in fuel trouble, I hope he doesn't gas it up and it sputter and he cause a wreck right here.
Yeah, that'd be rough because then we would go to another attempt.
Well, at this point, I'm sure that Ethan Eckert would love to see that happen. As would Tristan Bruce, who's now up in 9th place, by the way.
Oh, All right, here we go. We get ready to hit the restart zone. It's Jordan Jurassic, Matt Lee, Matthew David Wood, Tiny Horse Ryan Johnson, and Adam Newton, the top 5. Here we go. Green flag back in the air at Indy. Jordan Jurassic. Oh, baby. I'm sure he wishes that he was running full-time this season, son. He has had a hell of a race, and one goes wrong, and we got another Pro caution.
Yep. That was Bevan and Osborne back there. Let's see what happened. Gotta get off the roll bar. 28.
Had a little long time, got sent around, and it's like Bevan got the bad sent around as well. There's Astronaut going around as well. And yet again, another Pro caution. Huck Wigington 00 involved as well.
Yeah, let's see. Let's look at this from another angle here. This is further back. Okay, they got involved in it late. Yeah, Ed Osborne there. Did he get bumped? Did he get tapped and go around, or did he just lose it?
The way he went around right there in that particular instance, I'd say he got a little love tap from the back end and got sent around. At least that would be my pick on that one. Yeah, right
Oh,
there,
yeah, he
got tagged
did.
in the left rear
Yep.
and got sent up the hill.
Who
Like
was
Matt
that?
Cherry in the 45 got him.
45,
I
yeah.
think that's who it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Isaac
believe that's.
Bevan hit the wall hard, and I
He
mean
did.
very, very hard.
Yeah, that's the end of his race for sure. All right, let's see how that restacked him. Tristan Bruce looks like, well, didn't really change the front too much up here. Looks like they're all just about the same. Matt Cherry came on through that pretty well. He's up here in sixth.
Jordan Rassick going down pit road.
What?
He was the leader, and he's going down pit road.
He must
Okay,
have,
now I'm lost.
he must have not took gas when he came in. He must have just grabbed tires, trying to,
How do you?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh! How do you not take gas when you're on pit road?
I don't know.
I mean, I know.
Look where Ethan Eckert is, would you? I'm sure old Pete's sitting at home just as happy as he could be right now. Yeah, I mean MDW up front leading this thing. If we get some green, if we go green from here, it's gonna be hard to pass him. We know that. There's Matt Lee. Matt Cherry. Man, where did Matt Cherry come from?
I'm not sure, but hang on a minute. Hang on. I got to pull him up here. I got to ask him. Hang on a second.
All right. Well, where's he at?
Jordan Jurassic, buddy. Hey, Redneck National Jack Race up here. Hey, what are you doing?
No fuel.
No fuel. How are you out of gas?
Oh, why don't you ask the other 20 competitors wrecking for last for every other caution?
So did you?
Last person to ask about why this ain't going green.
So did you not take fuel when you came in and got tires earlier on lap 99?
It was low fuel. Yeah, I was already low fuel from the last run before that caution that brought out all the green white checkered. So
splashed a little gas in there and went on, and it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, wasn't expecting about 3, 4, 15 green white checkers. That's going to go here before the end of the race.
Well, I tell you what, you're sitting in 11th place right now. I wouldn't rule out the fact that you may still get back up there because it could happen, man. I'm not wishing it on nobody, but so far we ain't even come close to making a lap. So, it may work out decent for you after all. So I wouldn't.
We're probably gonna hit the time limit before anything with how everything's going.
You know what? I don't think so though. We're just maybe. Yeah, we got 10 minutes left.
I wouldn't chance that. Jordan, buddy. Good luck the rest of the race. Hope it works out for you, buddy.
Yes, sir. Hope you have a good one.
And where's Jordan the rest? You can tell the frustration starting to kick in for some of these old boys.
Yeah. Well, you know what, though? The reality is, look, the time it takes he didn't want to put the weight in the truck because it takes longer.
Right.
That's what it was. So he shorted himself on fuel because he didn't think this was going to happen, and he didn't want the weight in the truck. Whereas he had plenty of time to put the fuel in if you're taking tires. 14 seconds is a long time for fuel, Yeah. So as far as that goes, he chose to put a short amount of fuel in there, thinking it for the weight, and that's not necessarily the worst thing, but in this particular case, it didn't work out. It's one of those strategies that just didn't catch on.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. For the folks at home, that may not know about this, and hey, some people don't know this. They honestly don't know this, Jim. But there's some people out there that would probably be like, well, he went down pit road. You just go in there and it just automatically puts gas in your truck.
Oh no. Yeah.
No, it doesn't. No. You can. I mean, and when I say automatically puts gas in there, it don't fill it up every single time. There's all kinds of gadgets and all kinds of stuff out here to where you can put it on there. You want to put to the T this amount of gas in your truck for this amount of gallons to go this amount of laps, however you want to do it. There is so many gadgets out there on that. They could put like 1, maybe 2 gallons in there if they wanted to for that weight, like you were talking about, Jim. They don't have to fill it up each and every time.
Every gallon of gas weighs over 6 pounds. So
there you go.
You put 10 gallons, 60 extra pounds on the truck. You know, a guy who's 60 pounds lighter, you know, that's a big advantage.
It's a pretty big advantage. Here we go, back at it. MDW, Matthew David Wood up here at the front. Matt Lee down to the inside, a tiny horse, Ryan Johnson. Adam Newton right behind him. Matt Cherry back there. Ethan Eckert, top 6. Flanagan with the Jack Shack boys in the middle of it as well. MDW, Matthew David Wood trying to get away. It is a straight-up scramble back here for that 3rd spot. Lee, Wood, they're going at it. We got them in the grass and everything, and they're
going to wreck each other.
Down the back stretch. I don't know how they wrecked yet, Jim.
Oh, man, they were literally door banging. That was beef right there for sure.
Coming through 3 and 4, will they be able to make it back? That is the ultimate question on how this is going to go. And off turn 4, MDW, Matthew David Wood trying to make it. Just get it back to the line. Get it back to the line.
Good now, baby.
Rookie coming off a turn 4. Somebody hit the wall hard, but we are in the white flag bell lap. MDW and Matt Lee trying to slug it out amongst themselves. Cherry and Newton, they door bang. That's a door bang for you right there. Cherry and Tiny Horse now getting up into the mix as well. Up front, though, MDW and Lee, very, very close right here, about 0.2 of a second. Wood would be able to hold him off. They worked their way through 3 and 4. Wood up a little bit high. Here comes Matt Lee. Matt Lee's got to run. Wood's going to have to jump down, try to put the block on him. Lee almost hits him in the tailgate. It is not going to be enough. The Weatherman, MDW, Matthew David Wood up 22 spots from where he started. He is going to win the BrickYard 250 here tonight at Indianapolis. Matt Lee gets 2nd. Matt Cherry gets 3rd. It's a trio of Matts on the podium. Adam Newton gets 4th. Ryan Johnson, Tiny Horse, ends up finishing top 5. The night belongs to the Weatherman, MDW, though.
Yeah, that was it was a good, solid run. I mean, he got himself up there at the time they decided to stop wrecking, JD came back from his fuel stop and finished 6th. Eckert actually finished 7th. He didn't really move up during that last segment there. I don't know what happened. Yeah, that was wow. Okay, that was. Oh,
here comes Wood. You got to drift it through the corners, baby.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that was. Oh, he is drifting it. Look at that.
Tokyo drifting, baby. Where's the Tokyo drift music at?
I know, right? We'd probably get
We'd probably get copyrighted.
Yeah, we would. Oh my God!
Whoa.
What was that?
What happened on that?
Oh my God! Who was that?
Who was that?
I think
seriously,
was it Painter? No, it wasn't Painter. Who was that?
Wow.
I want to see it again now. Well, heck, let's just do this. Let me just go back to Wood. And then we're just going to drop back like 20 seconds. Yeah, here we go. So we'll just catch
I'm curious who that was. They're also wanting to see the wreck that was coming off of turn 4.
All right, I'll go back.
We'll see if we can look at that here in a little bit as well. But I do want to see who in the hell did that. It was that truck down there on the bottom right there.
That's Eckert, isn't it?
I believe it was Eckert.
Yeah, it was Eckert. Look.
And Jim, I will say this, and I mean, and I'm just telling you how it was with us. We've always, or we was always told when we were racing, that everybody needs to go down pit road and let the winner have the track. Yeah. The winner was the one that always had the track, never to go out there and do anything malicious or anything like that. I'm not saying he did that, by no means, any shape, fashion, or form or whatever. But I mean, I just remember always hearing that when we raced. whoever won, you let them have the track and let them have their time out there on the track. But they're wanting to see the wreck.
There it is, right there. That's
that
it.
happened. Well, I think that was one that was coming off of turn 4. I think that was the wreck that they were talking about when they were coming to the white flag. That's what some of them were asking about.
Was that not it right there? No, that was. Okay, so that was coming out of 2. Well, that was coming to the white flag. I showed no wreck. Let me just pop
I thought I saw somebody smoking back there. I thought I saw a wreck back there. Let's see right here. Yeah, you got everybody. I mean, right back there around the Flanagan area, I believe that's where it was.
Well, we know Flanagan, and then we're door banging right there. There was that.
Yeah.
So,
and then there's everybody else coming right here off of turn 4. Let's see how this plays out. Let's see how this plays out because it happened right around this area. I saw smoke. I'm not sure who it was, but something happened right here in this little pack coming off of turn 4. Somebody got a love tap. They got sent up the hill. I saw smoke. There's some door banging.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. And Devin Painter was one of them that went around back there in the 99.
Yep.
Got sent around. Nick Sacco, I believe, was one of them as well.
No, he was out. Oh, yeah, he was.
So there was your wreck. It was coming to the line. There you go.
Yeah. It was Flanagan.
They was coming to the white flag, so there was your wreck.
Yeah, let's see. We'll go here. Let's go back and look at it. It was right here. Who else was in there?
Yeah, you had the door, but damn, I mean, some serious door banging. Bam.
Yep, that was
Jurassic and Flanagan slugging it out right there as well, but that wasn't the cause of it. Though.
No, that went on. That was look, that went on for a whole lap. That actually happened. If you go back, like here, where is Flanagan? No, this is later. This is later. Let's see, where is that? Oh yeah, here. This is where Flanagan and whoever that was down there all the way into the grass, and they're banging the shit out of each other right there. Who is that? That's the 6? Was that? Oh, that was Jurassic and Flanagan back there banging on each other. So they kept going. They banged on each other all the way around the track. Well, we already know that JD was a little frustrated, so that probably didn't help any.
Oh, yes. Well, MDW, Matthew David Wood gets the win. Let's check out your race results here tonight for the BrickYard 250 here tonight at Indianapolis. Matthew David Wood getting the win with Matt Lee finishing in second. Matt Cherry finishing third. The trio of Matts. We'll talk to those drivers here in just a little bit in the post-race interviews. Adam Newton, Ryan Johnson making up the top 5 with JD Jordan Jurassic able to battle back to a 6th-place finish. Pole sitter Ethan Eckert will finish 7th with Tristan Bruce finishing 8th. Cody Knott, good for the VP to come out of this with a 9th. And Curtis Banks, good run for him.
Well, that's because we pulled him into the booth tonight and we brought that on. That's what we did that.
Yes, right. Yeah, we brought Cody up there, gave him a little pump up. He's like, hell yeah, I got a shot. So, yeah, but obviously Cody Knott gets 9th and Curtis Banks gets 10th. I'm probably going to get fired for just saying that.
Probably.
Brandon Bradford finishes 11th. Nick Sacco finishes 12th. Devin Painter, David Flanagan, Hope Wiggins in the top 15 with Holiday, Brian Chew, Ed Osborne, Isaac Bevan, the top 18 drivers.
You probably want me to scroll that, don't you?
You got then you got the rest of the field, everybody else behind them. With Trevor Hazardoff, Brandon Schumann, he got up on his side once here this evening. With James Beard, 21st, Matthew Cummins, Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog, Josh Rodriguez, Matthew Montgomery, Dana Shepard, Dylan Cardenas, and Raul Meza finishing 28th. And then the rest of the field, Dustin Scruggs, John Freeman, Adam Lichty, Keith Haiti, Eric Zimmerman, and Chris Blanchard, the 34 drivers here tonight. TJ Moore was the race director. Well, folks,
that race control guy, he always finishes last. Never mind.
Yeah, he does. TJ Moore, the race director. Well, folks, we're going to round up the podium finishers, bring you on back here at Indy. Don't go anywhere. You've been watching the C.O.P.S Truck Series live here on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. Back at it here in Indianapolis, there is the pylon. Well, there was the pylon that was, obviously very, very famous here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We got the podium finishers right here in the broadcast booth. Matthew David Wood, MDW, gets the win here tonight. The BrickYard 250. Got the trio match, literally all of them, or all three of them up here. Matt Wood, we'll start with you, buddy. I mean, congratulations on the win. Tell us about your race, because I'm telling you, there for a while, it looked like you had to literally kick, claw, and scrape your way just to get past some of them and just to be able to just get up here and be in this position.
Yeah, definitely. I had to. I messed up in quali, smacked the wall off of 2, so I didn't get a quali lap in. It's only 1 lap, unfortunately, so messed up the banker. But starting in the back wasn't too big of a deal. I think I was 4 wide, almost in the grass by lap 3. That was probably one of the greatest things I've ever done at this racetrack. Granted, I haven't ran here much, but yeah, I was having a lot of fun. I think we were definitely the fastest. It's just every time we'd get up to the front, strategy would pull us back, and then, it all cycled back to the end of the race where we'd be out in front. I hate that I hate how the stages work, but, the stage ends on the lap and the caution doesn't end it. I don't like that. But, I mean, it makes for some interesting strategy that you don't see anywhere else. I guess that's something. But
so do you want to elaborate? Do you want to elaborate on that real quick? Because I questioned that earlier in the race, and this is your chance to. You'll hear it on the broadcast. I brought up that why would you stay out like you did, and then the caution comes out 2 laps later, and you pit, and you end up giving up the stage points there. Just you want to elaborate on that since you brought it up, and I questioned it during the race.
Well, my thought was that we could get at least 1 more lap in. Had we got 1 more lap, the stage would have ended, and I probably would have been second. I don't know if I could have beaten Ethan. That's a new one. But yeah, I thought there was going to be more laps. And speaking of Ethan, by the way, he said that was all hard racing against me, but he's not going to get another ounce of clean racing from me, because he walled me about 3 separate times, put me in the grass, and chopped my nose off 3 times, and I should have lifted off the brake. I should have never hit the brake in the first place and let him turn himself off my nose is what I should have done. But I didn't. I raced him clean. I raced him with patience like I always do. Sometimes that hurts me, and look where he's at and look where I'm at right now. That's all I got to say about that.
Jake, there it is.
We got beef. Yeah, we knew that was coming right when he started the rain. I knew I was going to have to hit the button on that one. God almighty. Oh, boy, that's going to be a good one to play back. Well, Matthew David Wood, buddy, you get the win here tonight with the BrickYard 250 at Indianapolis. Congratulations on the win. Appreciate your time as always. Thank you, sponsors. Need shout-outs.
Got to thank Outlier. I've been really, really beating myself up mentally. I've not been in a good spot here recently with, beating myself up and not getting a win and it really anything I've done. So this feels good to win it. Thank Lee, because he very easily could have absolutely killed me in the final quarter. But it's just it's fun racing out here when you're racing clean, and it wasn't about till 30 to go. So thank the Lord for what he's done for me, and we'll go on to next week and hopefully get ourselves 2 in a row, but we'll see.
We will see the weatherman. MDW, he's got a lot of nicknames on the Friday Night Series, but one nickname he will be is the BrickYard winner, winning here tonight in Indianapolis. Matt, buddy, congratulations. We appreciate your time. We'll see you next week.
God bless everybody.
That was Matthew David Wood gets the win here tonight. Go to second place finisher, defending series champion Matt Lee. Matt, buddy, Lee. I know all three of us in here. Matt Lee, buddy, congratulations on P2. Congratulations on the second place finish, buddy. Tell us about that whole race right there with you and Wood. I mean, both of y'all there for, like Wood was saying, that whole last 30 laps. It seemed like you and Wood, I mean, y'all were just neck and neck, side by side. I mean, it was just crazy, man. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it seems like this. Me and MDW followed each other around the whole race. I mean, I started a row behind him because I did the same thing and hit the wall off 2 in qualifying. So, we both picked our way up through the field. I think we're both inside the top 10 there when that first weird caution happened and everything with the stages. And, I got cycled backwards to fix some damage. And, I made it up there. Like lap 40, I put on tires, and I was like, all right, we're gonna get another caution for this stage. And I rode around kind of and flipped track position on a lot of people and made it work to stay up front. I fought pretty hard to get up there twice, and you didn't want to give it up. Made a mistake leading, got into the wall a little bit. Ethan got around me. I think I had it pretty well sealed up if I just didn't slip up, but it happens.
Did you get tight there? Is that what happened? You pushed up there?
Yeah, actually I got loose, and
okay.
It just we were getting really loose off the corner there, off of 1, and I was anyways between 1 and 2. I was super loose every time through there. So
really, I need your setup secret. I pushed like a Mack truck coming off there.
Yeah, it didn't help that I was looking in the mirror every time through the center and just missed my marks, and yeah. But definitely cut MDW a break there in the last turn. I had him lined up, and I was closing to his bumper, and I was gonna give it to him, and I hit the brake. I was like, nope, I wouldn't want to taken away from me that way, and I don't think he'd do me like that. So. We ran second to him versus wiping him out.
Well, Matt Lee, buddy, congratulations on the P2 here tonight. Great. I mean, awesome, from where you started at up 20, from starting from 27th all the way up here to P2, buddy. So congratulations on the run here tonight. Appreciate your time as always. Thank your sponsors and any shout outs.
Yeah, just shout out to Blanchard Stone. You guys for doing the broadcast, Brady and the whole crew at Nazareth for everything they do. Big shout out to MDW and the race he ran. That was fun running with him. Yeah.
Alrighty, Matt Lee, defending series champion, comes home with a P2 here tonight at Indy. Congratulations on the finish. Appreciate your time, Matt. We'll see you next week.
I will.
That was Matthew Lee, comes home with her. You see a little congratulatory, damn long words, door bang right there with MDW Matthew David Wood, who got the win here tonight. We go to third place finisher Matt Cherry in the 45, the last Matt Cherry. Buddy, congratulations. Started 8th. Come home with a podium finish here tonight. Ain't too bad after what really kind of extended a little bit longer than what everybody wanted it to, but you finished third there tonight, buddy. Tell us about your race.
We came to like 3 to go, and the caution came out. We was running 18th, old tires on it, and I got the lucky dog, and I set up tires laying, so we threw them on there, and I was able to avoid all the wrecks and drive up here. But early on, we were just trying to save tires and take care of it, and I think we ended up running. I think it was almost 60 laps on a set of tires, and everybody wants to run everybody over, and that seems to be the thing to do around here lately. But for us to come home P3, it's probably the best finish we've had all season. We just keep inching closer and closer to that first win in this series over here. I've done it on Mondays and Wednesdays. I just can't seem to get it done over here.
So my question for you is: there right before the end of the race, the final end of the race, you had gotten tied up with somebody there. A little incident. I can't remember who it was now. We caught it on camera. When was that, and what exactly happened there? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I was on my old tires. I had like 56 laps on my tires, and we had went back green, and the 12, the 012, whatever it is, tool bag, whatever you want to call him. He took and he just ran me over for no reason. And I thought maybe it was an accident. So I was waiting for him to apologize, and he never said nothing. So I ended up having to pit, and I went down pit road and got tires put on it, and I came back out, and I was chasing the leaders down, but he was quick to call out race control, telling race control I was trying to wreck him, which is I was beating his bumper off. I wasn't going to wreck him, but I'm not none too happy with these Jack Shack guys, and if they keep it up, they're going to see a side of me they don't want to see.
Well,
okay, hang
all
on.
right.
Hang on. We got beef. I gotta make sure I throw that in there because we're getting a lot of beef thrown around here tonight.
But you know what?
That's
that's a product of what he was talking about. All this aggressive driving, man. I mean, it's happening on multiple nights. I mean, the guys got to realize these are 100-lap races. They're not 10-lap sprints. This isn't the what's that unofficial race that they do the Dash Masters or whatever it's called, where all they do is wreck each other on. I can't think of the name of it now, but anyway, yeah.
I mean, there's several people out here in the field that's fed up with it. It's just a matter of time until they start putting their foot down, and I'm not cutting none of them no breaks. If they chop my nose, they're gonna eat the inside wall. It's just all there is to that one.
All righty.
There it
Well,
is.
I already hit it once, but I think that was good enough. Anyway, Matt, buddy, congratulations on the P3 here tonight. You survived all the chaos. Appreciate your time as always. Thank your sponsors. Any shout outs?
I'd like to thank Chevrolet Performance for being on the truck the whole year. Shout out to MDW, Dustin Scruggs, and all them. We got a great team over there, and we work well together. I think we've won the team championship now 2 seasons in a row, hoping we can grab it up for a third one, but we'll just have to see.
We will have to see what will happen. Matt Cherry comes home with the podium here tonight. Matt, buddy, congratulations on the finish. Appreciate your time. We'll see you next week.
We'll see you.
That was Matt Cherry comes home with the podium here this evening. And, well.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, we had a lot of beef here tonight. It is what it is on that. But anyway, yeah, a whole lot of beef got thrown around out here on the broadcast.
I'll tell you what, man. Look, it's like Longhorn Steakhouse up in here.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. It damn sure ain't no Applebee's out of all this. Thank you, Jim. I'm going to have to use that. Anyway, but Jim, buddy, always a pleasure calling races with you, buddy. Awesome producing as always. Your final take on Indianapolis here tonight.
It was a lot of fun. I mean, we all that beef just makes for good drama, makes you look forward to next week. What's going to happen is there going to be some paybacks? Is people getting tired of it? What's going to happen? Who knows, man? But I know we had some good racing here tonight, and good strategy calls, a little bit of everything. We had it all. And in the end, we got a lot to look forward to in the coming weeks.
Yes, sir, we damn sure do, and it is only going to get better from here. We've seen the beef, we've seen the chaos, we've seen it all here tonight at Indy. What is going to take place next week at Homestead? That's going to be the interesting part. Cannot wait to get down South Florida, Miami Beach, get down there in the sun in December, virtual sun, in December as we get ready for round 8 when we go to Miami. Fly right on over there, put MDW, Matthew David Wood, who won at Charlotte earlier this season. He'll be 2-time winner on this season, trying to go for 3 next week. Folks, that is going to do it for this broadcast here on the National 360 Racing Network. Got to thank all our great sponsors. Darren's Detail and Shaman's the White Flag. Sorry I missed y'all, but thank y'all very much for the sponsorship here with Nazareth. Obviously, Blanchard's Towing. Can't forget about DSR Electric, Merce Magical Creations, Premier Racing Setups, Starbase 1552 Comics. The list just goes on and on and on. Serve Pro, Pulse Poppers, you name it. But we can't forget about the big one, which is C.O.P.S, the Concerns of Police Survivors. Proud to have them sponsoring here at Nazareth. I support everything that they do in that organization. So thank you very much to C.O.P.S for everything they do. Glass Mechanic for the station. Literally, hell, I could go on and on and on. There's so many of them, Jim. I don't even know all of them. I try my best to remember all of them, but there's just so many of them, so many new ones coming on. But thank you very much to each and every one of the sponsors. Shout out to the drivers for always putting on a hell of a show. Fans, y'all come out in big numbers every single night. This racing here with the North American Sim Racing Association. So thank you very much to each and every one of y'all for coming out, entertaining, speaking your mind. Sometimes, it is what it is. But, thank you very much to each and every one of y'all. Bray the Buff, Cody Knott, allowing us to come in here, be ourselves, entertain you, the fans, call some of the best, if not the best iRacing league on iRacing. Absolutely fantastic. Got to give a shout out to iRacing, because if it wasn't for them, we'd be staring at a damn black screen. For my good buddy Jim Cunningham, I'm the redneck announcer Jake Reeves. Said as always, be safe, be kind, be fast. Week 8 is next week. Miami. Like Morgan Wallen says in that song. Don't even hate me on it. We going to Miami next week. It is gonna be an absolute blast. Actually, Keith Whitley said it even better. We're getting ready for week 8 of the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series. MDW is going for 3 wins, 2 in a row. Will he be able to make it happen next Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, live and only on the Nazareth 360 Racing Network? We ready, baby. We'll see you there.